Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Prince Miller Show, where confidence meets conversation, success leaves clues, and every story has a lesson. I'm your host, Prince Miller. Today, I have my man Mike Epps with me, one of the most iconic comedians and actors in the business. Hey everyone, quick message from one of our sponsors. If you've been injured in a car accident that wasn't your fault, you don't have to navigate the aftermath alone. Our friends at Advanced Injury Care Clinic in Nashville, Tennessee specialize in helping accident victims recover the right way. In addition to nursing you back to health, they'll help guide you through the process so you can get compensated for your pain and suffering. Advanced Injury Care Clinic, where it pays to get well. Let's get right into it, man. What's up, my man, Mike?
What's up, Gerald?
My brother,
Much
man.
respect to you, Mr.
Likewise,
Miller.
man, and I appreciate you coming here.
Man.
You actually are the very first entertainer that came on the show.
Yes, sir.
And so for that reason, man, it will always be remembered, man.
Thank you,
And I
man.
appreciate
Thanks for
you.
having me, Gerald,
Yeah,
man.
and before we start talking about anything, I want to say to you, man, everybody been telling me to tell you what's up.
Yes, man.
Of course, you know, my Uncle Supreme,
Yeah,
Jay
man.
Prince,
Yeah.
a whole bunch of if I had to name everybody, it would be crazy. So I'm just gonna say a lot of people
lot of good
that
brothers,
knew that
man.
you was coming on the show said to give you their
Thank you,
utmost love and
man.
regards, man.
Yes, sir,
So
man.
it's a pleasure, bro.
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
How
Thanks
you
for
been,
having
man?
me. I'm doing pretty good, Gerald. You know, man, still doing my stand-up. I'm in my 30th year of doing stand-up, man.
30th year, man.
Been doing comedy for 30 years. I started out on Def Comedy Jam. That was one of my first gigs.
Def Comedy.
Russell
Def
Simmons,
Comedy,
man.
Ain't no question. Def Comedy Jam
Yeah.
was like that.
Yeah, Russell Simmons, a brother out of Queens.
Yeah, ain't no question.
Put me on, put me on. Shout out to Russell Simmons, man. And I just been doing my thing ever since, man, you know.
Yeah, you know what? Russell actually, back in the Fantasia days, when hip hop was really getting its roots,
Yeah.
we had a joint called the Fantasia.
Yeah.
And
That was a club.
it was a club. And
Fantasia.
my uncle and them, we invited Russell Simmons there, along with some other people. And
Was Run DMC out then?
Run DMC was out too. In fact, they
Damn.
came out parties and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
LL Cool J, everybody. And, you know, Russ always kept it real with us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but the Fantasia was like that. It was one of the premier party spots.
Was that in Queens, Fantasia?
That was in Queens, South
Wow.
Jamaica, Queens.
Wow,
Yeah.
the Fantasia.
In fact, that was one of the most talked about places at the time. They had a
Wow.
couple of spots in Queens, but that was one of them. Good spot, man.
And people came from all the boroughs.
All over, man.
Wow.
And it was a beautiful place. But yeah, Russ got a long history with showing up. You know,
Yeah,
for
he
us.
put me on,
Yeah,
man.
ain't no question.
Yeah.
And you got a new movie coming out, don't you?
Yeah, I got a couple movies coming out,
Yeah.
man. I did a small little cameo in Kevin Hart's new movie called 72 Hours.
Yeah.
And I did a movie that's coming out with Gabrielle Union, Michael Ealy, Dion Cole. You know, so, you know, the movie business has changed so much, man, with all this streaming stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so they're not doing as many movies as they used to. I finished 6 years of The Upshaws with Wanda Sykes.
Okay, yeah. Wanda Sykes is nuts. She's funny as
Oh,
hell, man.
man, I
yeah.
love
How's
her,
How's
man.
she doing, man? She's good.
doing good,
Yeah,
man.
she's still doing her thing.
She's still doing her thing,
Yeah.
doing her stand up, and just trying to maintain and stay in the business, man.
Yeah.
This is a tough business to stay in for us.
It don't look like it's tough to us, man. You almost got like 11 movies on his own. You got
Oh, yeah.
Friday After Next. And in every last one of them, man, you are so funny. You got
Thank you, man.
Sparkle, which was
Sparkle,
a good
yeah.
one. Meet the Black,
Meet the Blacks.
you know what I'm saying? But
All about the Benjamins.
What's better to you, the comedy aspect or the movie aspect, or is it just both?
You know, Gerald, that's a good question, man. And a lot of people ask me that all the time, and I would say my stand-up because I have more control over that. You know, when you do a movie, it's kind of controlled because the writers want you to say their lines.
Right.
So it's more control. But when I do stand up, it's like mine.
Yeah.
And even the money side of it is mine. You know, it's like my baby. That's where I started it. So I kind of like never stopped doing stand up because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Hey, can I ask you something, man?
Yeah.
I used to, when I was locked up, man, I used to watch you, man. And I wonder, is it hard? Is it hard to come natural?
Yeah. Well, you know what, man? I remember when I first started, I was natural. But as I moved on in the business, I still had to learn certain things to become great.
Okay.
You know, like I used to hear talk about how certain basketball players or athletes, a lot of them didn't. They were natural, but they didn't go to practice.
Right.
And it can show in the game if you practice and if you don't, even if you're natural.
You almost did anything in life.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't care if you're natural, you still gotta put the reps in.
That's right. Repetition helps you remember things.
Yeah.
Whether it's the lines you got to speak.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, even if it's not acting or being a comedian, certain even chess, for instance, you play enough games, you done seen them all.
You done seen them all.
And some of the best people are the ones who play so many games.
Right.
And they start learning how to think so far ahead because that's the ones who win the most, the people who think ahead.
They could think far ahead.
So repetition is important. You know how to play chess?
I play a little bit. I wouldn't play you.
Yeah.
You probably have way more practice than me on that shit.
Oh, I'm a beast, man. I've been playing that game since I was 8 years old. I love it, man.
Wow.
I love that game. It kept me peace. It kept my mind at ease.
Since you was 8.
8.
So you was killing them boys in there.
Yeah, I was in a tournament. My father put me in a tournament, and I won. And
did you ever go overseas and play?
No, I never went overseas and played.
Yeah.
I seen the little girl recently she was I think she was 10 years old. I'm gonna see if I can get her and her father to come. They from overseas. I forgot.
And she played chess.
She played chess, but I seen it on the news, and I said, you know what? I want to get her. I want to play it. She's like a grandmaster.
Wow.
I'm gonna play her and see if I can beat her.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What about Bobby Fischer? You was hip to him?
Yeah, I was Bobby Fischer. I read some of his books before.
Yeah.
And whatnot. I really like that game. It's peaceful. I love it. I like the way it makes you think and plot and plan.
How did you apply it to your life?
In
and like, does it? It's a game of life.
It's a game of life, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I played that game. I played so many games in prison. I would sit there for hours playing it just to keep my mind out of the penitentiary, man.
Wow.
And that's exactly what I played that game a lot. Me and a dude named William Underwood.
Yeah.
We played the game. And
did he win sometime?
I kind of taught Underwood how to play. He was watching me.
He ever beat you?
He beat me games before, but he knows I'm a beast, man.
You damn near let him win.
I was beating people 20 games straight before they can win a game. I'm that good, man.
I can believe.
But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get that little girl up here because she's a beast, and I'm gonna play her right here in front of the cameras. I don't care if we quiet. She ain't gotta even
man,
talk.
don't whoop that little girl. You gonna destroy her whole career.
No, I want to see if
she gonna say, "Daddy, who was the street nigga that beat me? This motherfucking gangster beat me." How did you?
But I'm definitely gonna play
That's
hard.
Big, man.
But honestly, I think she's probably gonna win. But I'm gonna let you know when I do that, so you can tune in when I.
Well, you got to be an intelligent person to play that game.
Yeah, you got
like natural.
Yeah.
That ain't no game that you can just walk up and. It ain't checkers like they say.
It ain't checkers, but actually, to be honest with you, Mike, I use that game to keep my head out the penitentiary, man.
Right.
You know? And then on another way, it reminded me of the streets a little bit because you got your men, you got pawns, you got rooks, you got bishops, you got so many things, you know what I mean? And so it reminded me of the streets a little bit.
A lot of sacrifice.
A lot of sacrifice, a lot of struggle and whatnot. But it's
loyalty. You can see all of that on there.
Hey, look, man, I got so many questions to ask you because I am a big, huge fan of you, man.
Thank you, brother.
And so many of us, when we were incarcerated, you kept us busy like that, man. We would watch that joke. Sometimes we would watch Friday over and over again.
Over and over.
How was your man Ice Cube in that movie, man? Y'all good friends?
Ice Cube is another one like Russell Simmons, man. That really intricate in my career and in my life. You know, a lot of life lessons. Ice Cube is one of the most solidest brothers in the business.
Yeah.
Put on a lot of people, gave people careers, and just a solid person, and just period, individual.
You know what I like about him?
You
I
know?
like how he deals with his son.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed the way he got his son in certain things, and I'm impressed with his son as well. You know what I'm saying? And I like his music. And man, one day I would love to have a sit down, talk, interview with him, man. So you
I'm gonna
please
get him
do.
I'm gonna get him out here.
I like his music, but more than that, I like how he deal with his son and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, big ups to Ice Cube.
Big up to Ice Cube,
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
Don
but
Mega.
we love Friday, the Friday after. But are y'all doing a new one?
We're doing a new one right now, Prince. We writing it right now. It took them a long time to get the rights back. And now that we got the rights, you know, I think Ice Cube was trying to make sure we got everybody in it. Because, you know, we didn't get Chris Tucker for a couple of those movies. But now I think he's, you know, we've been talking to him, and hopefully we can seal the deal and get him back in there and have a reunion, have Cat Williams in it. And
oh, man, Cat Williams, yeah.
Yeah.
You and Cat together?
That's my man.
It's going to be off the chain.
Yeah, Cat's one of the guys.
That's another guy that I like, man, because he's so raw.
Oh, yeah.
He's raw. He don't hold no punches.
No.
You know? And I would love, that's another one, man. You got to put the word in, man.
I will.
Man.
Well, you know what? When they see me do it, they gonna line up anyway.
Yeah, and I'm on some straight up. All I want to know about
is
the things I want to know about, man.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man.
Do you think that this one is going to be as funny or more than the other two?
You know, man, that movie is so good. You know, we you know, you gotta keep topping it. And I think Ice Cube he's one of those guys that's like, he won't make a move until he know it's right. You know, because right now we've been going through the script process, but you know, once we get it right and get it on paper and it's right, we gonna get down. You know, and that's what I respect about him. He just don't do no shit. He's like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna make sure it's right. Sometimes it take time, you know. He got that Big 3 basketball league right now.
Yeah.
And once that's done, we gonna.
Hey, how long you been a comedian? You said 30 years?
30 years.
As long as you've been a comedian, what keeps you motivated doing it? Is it the fun? Is it the money? What is it that keeps you really going with it? Because you never run out of material, man.
No, never run out of material.
You never run out of material.
You know what, Gerald? Growing up, man, I never was the guy.
Yeah.
You know, I never was. I was really like, have you ever seen a dude that was the dude, but he was overlooked? Nobody could really see he was the dude.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't learn that until I got famous.
Yeah.
And I used to go back to my hometown and people be like, damn, man, I said, you weren't paying attention to me.
Wasn't paying attention.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you don't pay attention to people that are talented, whatever they do, they can slip by you, and you got to see them later. And you like, damn.
Damn, how'd I miss that?
How'd I miss them, you know? And that I've always been that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a purpose, man. I didn't graduate from high school.
Wow, man.
You know, I got in trouble when I was young. Not no crazy trouble. I was stealing cars and bullshit like that.
Yeah.
But you know, I was an outsider, man. And I did all of that because didn't nobody accept me. So I said, shit, I just got to be the silly, bad motherfucker, the disruptive. And that's what ended up driving me. Until this day, that drives me. That I always remember that people thought I wasn't shit.
Yeah, but you wasn't gonna be something.
Yeah, that shit drove me. It drove me crazy.
Yeah.
Especially as a kid. I was like, damn, man. Cause you know, even in the game, like, and I know you remember that, man. It used to be dudes that, you know, these dudes was lame as hell.
That's right.
That was getting money.
That's right.
You be like, how the fuck is
How
this
the hell
nigga getting money?
I didn't
This
know
nigga,
that's right. That's a fact.
And you like, damn,
That's a
this
fact.
dude is corny as hell, but he got the juice.
Yeah.
And that's how I was. I used to see motherfuckers, I say, damn, man, I don't know how this dude is getting by me, but he's getting by me. You know, but I know he ain't the real deal.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and I learned that in life, the majority of people, that's what they like. They don't like the real deal.
No, they don't. They like the lie better than the truth.
They like the lie better than the truth.
That's a
wow.
fact. That's a fact.
That's a real line.
You know what? You made me think of something about when you said that. When you said you didn't go to high school. I mean, you didn't graduate.
Nope, I didn't graduate.
You know, I had an interview with Shakur Stevenson, right?
The boxer.
Yeah, I had an interview with him and Jay Prince, and I went out there and had the interview with him when he was getting close. He was in training camp and he was getting close to fighting. Yeah. Right. Jay Prince let me go out there and meet him and talk to him. He was so confident that he was going to win, right? And I asked him about, certain things in his life. And I asked him about school and kids and this and that. Yeah. And he said, and I didn't know this. I didn't prepare with him like that. He said, man, school, I really kind of left it alone in a way, man, because he had to pursue something to help his family, his mother, he got a lot of brothers and sisters. Yeah. So he left school to pursue his career. And he said, I wouldn't tell everybody to do that because, you're not encouraging nobody to do that. But the point is, but hell, some people go to school and don't make it. So that's right. But he was telling me that, and when you said that to me, it made me like, damn, I'll sit here and think that you might have a damn college PhD, degree or something. Because you on that stage, man. Yeah. But I'm self-taught, man. I didn't know how to read or write. Yeah. As a kid. Yeah. And that was my insecurity. Yeah. And man, you could talk about my mama, you could talk about my girlfriend, anything. But if a nigga said I couldn't read, I'd kick his ass. That shit made me crazy. You know what I'm saying? That was like my biggest insecurity. Yeah. Because I remember the teacher I'd be disrupting the class and she'd say, I'll never forget it, rest in peace, her name was Miss Cummings. She said, Mike, come up here and read this. That's how she got me to stop acting a fool in the class, and I'll stop. And I'll never forget, I used to say, fuck you, bitch. And she'll say, get out. She'd make her mad. Yeah. But it was my way to get out of that reading. Yeah, he was glad to leave. Get your ass out of here, go to the principal. So and now that I have kids, man, and they go to private schools and stuff like that, I have to pay for that shit. That's right. Big ups to you, bro.
Oh, thank you, man. My kids, I got 2.
How many you got?
I got 7 girls and 1 boy.
Wow.
Ain't that crazy?
No, it ain't crazy. It's life.
That's life, man. 7 girls. And
you taking care of them, though.
Oh, yeah. 3 of them in college. And, none of my kids is, sometimes you be looking at your kids and your offspring and stuff. You trying to see which one of them is you. Yeah. Like, damn, which one of them gonna fall off the barrel? Thank God ain't none of them.
Yeah. Any of them took the course of going into comedy?
I got a daughter named Mariah that is so funny, but she will not do it. Yeah. It's crazy. I'm like, Mariah, you over here going to college and that was another thing, just to backtrack on the school thing, what I was saying about the school thing, Prince, I was saying, now that I got kids in the school, I was learning that, I was like, damn, this was what I was insecure with my whole life. Was not having an education because that was what people used on me about not having an education, whether it was getting a job or whatever. I was learning. I was like, this shit is brainwash. That some of the most successful people in the world, especially when I talk to my grandmother and stuff like that, them old people
ain't got no degree.
They ain't had no degree. Yeah. They couldn't read. They couldn't write. Them old men had money back then. Yeah. Some of our inventors. Yeah. They didn't have education. They were just, Yeah,
and it ain't like we saying don't get an education. No. But just the point is, it's a true fact.
It is.
Again, that's
it ain't for everybody.
Right, it ain't for everybody. But that's a truth that people don't really know or understand about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, because I know that to be the case. When I was incarcerated, it was actually some very intelligent people in prison.
You met some sharp dudes.
Man, sharp. Understatement. Wow. But it just wasn't applied in the right way.
In the right way,
you know what I'm saying? Even like myself or my uncle. But guess what? You know where I got my high school diploma?
In the joint.
Rikers Island.
And
and I helped
Rikers Island.
And I helped other people get theirs. To me, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
school was too easy and it was too boring.
It was too
And
boring.
so, and they did have, back in those days, they had trades in school.
Yeah.
They done took that out of the public schools.
Well, you could be an electrician
Yeah,
or
they done
welder.
took, right. You can learn in August Martin High School.
Uh-huh.
I did get up to a certain grade before I got locked up.
Right.
They even had a thing where you can learn about aeronautics, like flying.
Airplanes.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
But because that's when I got locked up, really, when I was in high school a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I never finished. I went to Rikers Island, man. I said, let me get this thing out the way. Because school was easy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could pass that stuff like it's nothing, but it was boring. And so I was playing a lot
Yeah,
of
because
hooky.
looking at you, if a person didn't know your story, you could lie to them and tell them you was a doctor or anything.
Yeah.
That's how Guy Fisher looked to me too.
Yeah, Guy, hell of intelligent too, man.
Oh man, he was sharp, man.
Guy went.
All you guys
Guy
that
got
came
his
from that.
between me and you. Guy got all his degrees in prison.
He did.
He got all of
doctrine.
He got all of it in prison. I was with Guy in USP Allenwood. That's the first place I went to.
USP
and Guy was
Allenwood.
there.
Yeah.
Guy was there. Underwood was there. There was a dude named Sunni, a good, solid brother named Sunniata Okoli. He was the one who.
Was that dude out of Texas?
No, he was the one who
Or Arkansas,
went with Joanne Chesmar that get, helped with the thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so he got
Coley.
Yeah, Sunniata Okoli, and
he was smart, wasn't he?
Was he? He had degrees. He was highly intelligent.
Matula Shakur.
Yeah, they were BLA members, you know what I'm saying? And they were highly intelligent.
Wow.
And they would school us when they see all the buffoonery going on in prison.
Yeah.
They sit us down and they talk to us. The ones they looked at some of us and seen, oh, this dude is different. He's gifted.
Mm-hmm.
And they would sit us down and talk to us and say, man, no, man, get out of prison, man. Don't run around here and make this your life.
Get out of prison.
Get out of prison. Wow. And that's what made a lot of us start doing that.
But can I ask you this, Prince? Did I can imagine it was hard though, because there was a certain lifestyle you had to carry to survive.
Yeah, you had to. It's no question.
Motherfuckers played on every weakness.
Man, let me tell you something.
Had.
One thing about prison, it's completely different than the real world. It's so different. The rules, the codes in there, it's just different, man. And now it's then got
a lot of pressure, right?
It's gotten worse, right? Because there's much more younger people in there,
and their mentalities are different,
right? Because there was a case that came out from the Supreme Court, Miller versus Alabama, I think, and they said a young boy's mind doesn't even develop fully until he's 21 years old. So people have been using that case to fight to get away from life sentences because they were sentencing juveniles and giving them life at such a young age.
Yeah.
So they realized they had doctors and everything come in, and the doctor said, a young man's mind don't understand the repercussion and the consequences of things
till he's 21.
Till he's 21. That's not to say you don't know that you're hurting somebody or you don't know that there's harm behind selling drugs or whatever you're doing.
Yes.
But to really fully understand the consequences, it ain't there.
Yeah.
Like just recently, a 15-year-old kid was on camera in Queens, was beat up and then killed by, I guess the gun went off or whatever, and it was sad. They tried him as an adult, but it was sad because I know the 18-year-old don't even realize really what he done. You playing with a gun and the gun went off.
No experience,
right?
Nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, but the point is that these kids don't really understand the consequences. Don't even understand what it's gonna feel like to be in prison for 25 years of your life.
That shit is real, ain't it, man?
It's deadly serious. It's
real.
It's very real. It's not a joke.
And everybody don't make it, do they?
Everybody don't make it. Some people don't make it, and some people don't make it out. So it's something that
mental warfare.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see my worst enemy go through that,
man. How did you make it through that?
I stayed focused.
When you was young and you first got there, it was rough.
When I went to the feds, and remember I had already been locked up on Rikers Island.
Yeah.
I've been upstate,
Oh, so you did some state time too.
I did some state time too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, I got locked up for some things that I really didn't do, actually. It was a friend of mine.
Your name was just
let me tell you what happened. When
up.
I was 16 or 17,
yeah.
a friend of mine was getting jumped. we've heard about it. People came and told us. We go down there. We don't got no guns or nothing. You're getting jumped, but somebody got a gun. We happen to roll up on them by surprise, and we get the gun out the dude's hand, but the police is coming down. My dumb ass, the gun falls to the ground. I grabs the gun. The siren, police is coming. I grab the gun. I'm running. I'm like, what the hell I picked the gun up for? I throws it in the Baisley Park. That's where I got busted at.
Wow.
And police seen me throw it, locked me up, and said, man, that's your gun. Wow. I can't say nothing. I'm definitely not going to say it's somebody else's gun.
Right.
I take the year back then. You do 6 months or something, 8 months or something, and I did my time.
Yeah.
My father came to see me,
Mm-hmm.
and my mother. You know what they said?
What?
When my father came in there, he was pissed. I told the story before. He was mad. He was upset.
He knew the story.
I got 2 brothers, a younger one, an older one, and I got a sister that's older than all of us.
Yeah.
None of them are criminals. So
That's how my family is.
Hey, Mike, my pops came in there.
Jehovah's Witnesses. My family.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah,
I know you had it hard up in there, boy. You had a mother and a father, or just a mom?
Just a mom.
Yeah, Jehovah's Witness. She was probably hard.
My grandma, yeah.
But
that's what me and Ja Rule always joke
But y'all made it through.
About.
You the only one that
I was the only one that was off the chain.
Hard, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know what happened?
What
My
happened?
father came to see me, and he said, listen, you want to be out there on them streets?
Mm-hmm.
Look where you find yourself. You a man now. I ain't raised no punks. Basically, you better be a man in there.
Deal with
but then he said this.
Yeah.
That's nothing. He got that.
Yeah.
You know what he said? He said, I ain't never come to see you in prisons no more. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, damn, why?
I just made a mistake.
He said, first of all, they made me take my shoes off. And he said, I ain't no slave. He said,
that's how it made him feel.
He said, yeah, that's how it made him feel. Yo, real talk, man. Hey, that's hey, Mike, that's how it made him feel.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, and look, real talk.
He made me take my motherfucking shoes off.
He said,
that's what I'm mad about. I felt like a slave.
He said, I felt like a slave. They made me take my shoes off.
He was a victim of your shit too, huh?
Right. His shoes kept ringing. So he said, I feel like a slave, and that's what you are in here. you got somebody gonna tell you what to do in here.
He wasn't lying.
Yeah, he said, man, your mother may come see you, but I'm never gonna come see you. I love you, but I'll never come see you, and I don't want to see you in here like this anyway.
Wow.
So unless you change your life and get out them streets, and I just got caught with a gun that wasn't even mine, man. Right?
Yeah, that was you was a down person.
Right, but he was trying to teach me a lesson even then.
Yeah.
That don't subject yourself to that kind of lifestyle when people fought so hard for you not to be in there like that. He saw it that way. So,
damn,
and I told him the truth. What happened?
Good parents,
right?
Man.
And so he, and you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Every time I got locked up, he never came to see me. Upstate, he didn't come and see me, and the 34 years and a half I did, he never came to see me. But I spoke to him on the phone all the time. And he always said, you fighting to get out of there? Get up out of there, man. We getting old. He always did that. He loved me to death.
Yeah.
But he just wasn't.
But he stood on what he meant.
Right, he stood on what he meant. He stands on
like
when he say something.
And prisons.
He don't like hospitals, he don't like prisons. And he don't like funerals either.
No.
Right? But he actually stood on that, man. And I'm proud of him for it. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because
it never made you angry?
He just taught me that how serious a person's word is. You feel me? Now my mother came up all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's mama, man.
That's how it is, man.
She gonna love you no matter what.
Exactly. Let me ask you a question too, man. Out of all the movies you did, which one to you was the best one where you really showed your skills? Was it the Friday movies? Was it the Sparkle? Was it?
I think it was All About the Benjamins.
Love that joint.
Yeah, All About the Benjamins was one of my.
Why?
I was on coke. Nigga, I was tooting so much coke. I was out of my mind at that time. And I'll never forget, I was like, sometime in your darkest moments of life, you the baddest motherfucker. When it look like it's all the way over, you gotta dig deep to survive. I know you pretty familiar with that. And at that time, man, I was fucked up, man. I had survivor's remorse, man. I could not believe I made it. And I'll never forget, I came back to my hometown and I thought they was gonna celebrate me. And niggas was dogging me.
Word? Why, man?
Jealous.
Get out of here.
Just
man.
some of the niggas that
not all of them, because they love you now.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's how I go.
Yeah.
That's how I go.
Yeah.
Jealous. Just kind of motherfuckers was like, you know, the ones that could have helped me didn't help me. The ones that
At least you thought, huh?
Yeah, and I always tell these stories because I be wanting kids to hear that. I want people to hear that's what happens in life. Sometimes you have to cheer for yourself, and you be looking for validation from people and
that's a big jewel.
Yeah, and that shit'll destroy you. Sometimes you have to just live for you. Them same people gonna come back around when you win. They don't never go nowhere. I mean, literally, I watch motherfuckers sit in front of me and say, "Man, you telling them corny ass jokes to, hey man, can I bring my girl backstage? She love, can I take a picture?" I seen this shit, and at first I couldn't believe it, and now I'm like, no, that shit come with the game. People turn on you, and people act like they wasn't against you, like it ain't shit, and you can't get mad because they having human experiences. Some people don't know to be solid.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you're right about that, because sometimes you even see that in the rap game.
Yeah.
At one point in time, they'll love a rap. Everybody they want to see a rapper do so good. He's like that, or an actor.
Next thing you know, everybody against his ass.
The minute he living his life or she living her life, next thing you know, she got more haters than she got damn near followers. Man.
They looking for reasons to devalidate you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But it come with the game, man. And now how I deal with it, Gerald, I ain't shocked about it. I'm like, oh shit. That shit come with that. Just like when you was in the streets and shit happened, at some point I'm pretty sure you said to yourself, oh, that shit come with the game.
Yeah.
Like I can't even single it out from nothing. I'm in this come with this. Yeah. That's it.
That's it. You ain't even worrying about it. It all part.
Yeah.
It's just like this.
Being in Vietnam.
It's just like this YouTube universe. I'm telling you, they love the lies but hate the truth. You can tell so many lies, and people believe it. It's unreal, and they like the lies more than they like the truth. Wow. But I'm gonna ask you: at what point in time in your career did you realize that that comedy was a career more so than a passion?
Than a passion. Yeah. I started doing comedy in 1991. I moved to Chicago for 1 year, because that's right up the street from where I live at. Hour and a half from Indianapolis, couple hours. I moved up there, and I was like, damn, this ain't where I can become a star at. That shit was just like, I was like, this ain't no different from where I live.
Word? Yeah.
No, you couldn't really be a star you couldn't become a star in Chicago.
Okay.
Back in the day.
With comedy?
Nah.
Okay.
It was like, Bernie Mac was up there, a guy named Michael Collier.
Yeah, God bless Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac, man.
Like that. Man.
Oh, he was a real nigga, man.
I like Bernie Mac too.
That was a real nigga right there, man. And just to meet him in person like this, oh shit, get out of here.
You got to meet him in person.
Hey, I did his last movie. It was called Soul Man. It was him and Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
Real dude. And then I realized, I'm like, okay, so I moved to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I moved here for 1 year. And I realized this wasn't it. Yeah. And I moved to New York City with $1,500 in 1993.
While you was a comedian?
While I was a comedian. I didn't know one motherfucker. Man. Yeah, I moved it. When I got off that motherfucking bus at Port Authority, nigga, and when I seen, because at the time, Four Deuce was popping. That motherfucker 42nd Street. Boy, they was pimping up there. It was hoes. It was crazy in 92.
It was. Before that, I was locked up in 92. But
you was?
I was knocked up. I was locked up March 21st, 1990. But you know, I know. I know
You was only
42nd
locked up 2 years after that. Yeah.
I got locked up.
I just missed you.
Yeah, just missed me. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? But the deuce was the deuce.
Woo.
Yeah, the deuce was the deuce, man.
And I'll never forget, man. I was up there. I was so happy I was in New York, and that's when you could put quarters in the. You could put a bunch of quarters in the motherfucking phone booth and call out of town.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there. I put $5 worth of quarters in the motherfucking booth and called Indiana. I was taking Polaroid pictures and mailing them to my mama. I told her, baby, I said, Mama, I'm in New York. I'm in the big city. And I went around
$1,500
with $1,500. And you know where I was staying at? I was staying on the Hudson Highway. Remember, that was off the hook back then. Prostitutes.
Yeah,
fucking transvestites,
all kind of stuff.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Dope fiends, bug addicts.
Whatever you can name
you
it.
Want it up there.
Right.
Yeah, right there on the water, man.
Yeah.
And I'm staying in that motherfucker. I'm talking about, man, I'm sharing the bathroom with all these motherfuckers. It's a hotel, but you had to share the bathroom with everybody on that floor.
Yeah.
And man, I'm standing in that motherfucker, man, and I'll never forget, I was over there and one of the 3-card Molly niggas called me. I'm sitting up there playing with this nigga, and that nigga hit that thing on me and took my motherfucking money. I think he might have got me out about $300. I said, oh man, I needed that money, but God seen me through. I end up getting on a Def Comedy Jam tour, and I stayed in every borough. I didn't have no money. So I stayed in every borough. Man, I lived in Queens. I lived in Long Island City. I lived in Long Island City for a while. I lived in Brooklyn. I ain't had no money.
Yeah.
But I was so happy that I found my purpose.
Yeah.
You
ain't give up.
Oh yeah.
You ain't give up.
And when you ain't got no money, but you know you own to something, you don't give a fuck about not having no money. I'm like,
That's
nigga,
right.
I am on to something.
That's
I was
right.
so happy to be there.
Yeah.
And I start putting on the New York clothes. I start putting the Timbs on the shit. But as soon as I say something, them bitches, where you from? You know what I mean? I couldn't switch that shit. But man, it was a hell of an experience. I told every comic that I met that said, man, I want to be a comedian. I said, where you from? Motherfuckers say Cincinnati. I said, you got to go to New York. And they said, why? I said, man, that motherfucker's boot camp for not just comedy, but for life. Because when I moved up there, man, motherfuckers, I was speaking to motherfuckers, they wouldn't even speak to me. Motherfuckers looking at me like I was a weirdo or something. I said, man, this is some crazy shit right here. But it taught me everything. And I heard all them stories. They said, man, in New York, motherfuckers step over a dead motherfucker. Boy, do you know I seen them doing that shit?
Yeah.
There was a motherfucker dead on 34th Street. I seen motherfuckers going their way to work. They was walking around him and stepping. I said, this a cold city right here. Mm-hmm. This a cold city, but it taught me so much, Prince. I used to do a comedy club in Queens called the Manhattan Proper.
Yeah, I know about the Manhattan Proper, yeah.
Come on, man, that was every
Proper.
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Springfield Boulevard. And I remember one time, T.K. Kirkland, who was a comedian, he's up there talking shit in the room, and Haitian Jack threw a bottle at him. Because they had a barbershop right next to it was a barbershop right there. Man, I seen all the experiences. I seen Biggie, I seen Puff Daddy, I seen Jay-Z, I seen all of these people, and they humbling. When they first started, they didn't know me, but I was standing right next to them in the Latin Quarter.
They know you now.
I was like a ghost
Yeah.
in New York City, you know what I mean? But it was a learning experience for me, and I always respected the city, and always, because when you were from somewhere else, New York always been the template for the whole country.
Yeah.
When you from any other city.
That's a fact, especially back in those days.
Oh, come on, man.
You make it in New York, you make it anywhere.
And I had to go see that. And I tell niggas that all the time. Even the street niggas in my hometown to be talking shit. I said, nigga, take that shit on the road.
Yeah.
Take your motherfucking ass to Los Angeles or New York, any of them places, and do that shit you doing.
That's right.
Because that shit don't count right. Nigga, go up there in them big ass towns,
That's
nigga,
right.
and run around there and see if you get away with that shit.
Back in the days, you couldn't even hustle in New York unless you was with somebody.
Better know the motherfucker.
You better. It's the only way. It was different then.
Yeah.
That's why so many people left and went out of town. Although they can make more money out of town.
So it was hard to get money
hard
there, huh?
Because you better.
The pressure was on.
It was pressure. It was gangland.
Stick up man.
It was gangland. The stick up man. It was gangland.
If you was getting money, the stick up man was watching you.
Look, you had people sticking up some drug dealers that allegedly were tough. Not per se them per se, but they people.
So they called the drop on them, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, out of all the people you got to work with, and I ain't gonna make you single out who's the best, but who do you learn from all the people you worked with as comedians, your fellow comedians? Who taught you probably the most, maybe?
As a comedian?
Or maybe it's several of them.
I would say there was a guy named T.K. Kirkland. I don't know if you know T.K. You know T.K.?
Nah, they mentioned him a minute ago.
Yeah, T.K. Kirkland was a guy that was, he was a guy that was in the underground comedy world that didn't make it. Now he's getting some light after all these years because of social media. But back then, he was a dude he was from Jersey City. Funniest motherfucker. He started off with NWA and Eazy-E and them. And he was always known for stealing Eddie Murphy's watch. He was hanging with Charlie Murphy and Eddie Murphy and him. And he stole their watch. Quarterly, that's what they said, he stole his watch. So he had a big reputation for that. Kind of got blackballed out of the business, but that was a dude that I learned a lot from indirectly. He wasn't telling me shit. You know how sometimes you can watch a motherfucker and learn from him without him telling you something.
That's right.
And he was one of them kind of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And TK, yeah, I always give it up to TK, man.
Did you do any? You did movies with Tracy Morgan?
Man, you don't even want to know the Tracy Morgan story.
Yeah.
When I first moved to New York, and I went to Uptown Comedy Club, Tracy was the first dude that I gravitated to, because he was from the projects. He had the propeller on his head. He was raw. He was, and man, Tracy took me under his wing up there in New York. He used to come pick me up, and we used to ride all over town, get $75. We was doing bar and grills, and man, Tracy is one of my partners for real. Me and him was in the gutter getting
funny.
Oh,
As
funny as fuck. He got that money now. He ain't as funny as he was. That motherfucker money.
You know what? That's my cousin, man.
And you told me that.
That's my blood cousin.
Your blood cousin.
Blood cousin. Funny as hell. I used to watch him on TV.
From the Tompkins Project.
I used to watch him on TV.
And didn't know that was your cousin?
No, I do. I've been knew as my cousin.
Wow.
I knew cousin. We knew since I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I used to watch him on TV, and it's like you said. You never know when somebody's gonna,
Couldn't even tell.
Yeah,
you remember he was on Uptown Comedy Club?
I remember. Yeah, Tracy is very, very highly intelligent and
smart.
whatnot when it comes to their craft.
Yes.
Right?
He knows comedy.
He can sit down for a little while and come back and still be funny as hell.
Oh, he's naturally funny though.
Yeah.
And see, that's what a lot of people kind of get mixed up with that. And I just heard him on an interview. He was saying, being a comic is different than being funny.
Yeah.
Nigga was naturally funny. Me and him, oh man, we used to go to the Sugar Shack in the Bronx and do comedy shows. He had a little bitty Mazda, and the Mazda was raggedy, and we be riding, and he be talk, and man, and he was smart. He was telling me we talk shit. He was telling me smart shit. Told me all about his dad, and oh man, me and Tracy was partners. But we still friends. Just the business.
Yeah.
You get older, everybody goes separate ways.
Everybody be busy. Everybody doing it. Even me. I've been home since September 20th, 2024, and it's people I haven't seen yet that I need to see.
Real?
Yeah. I know what I did do. I went to certain grave sites of people who passed since I've been in my family.
That shows respect.
That when they was alive when I was out, but wasn't when I got home.
Yeah.
I made sure that I went there and did stuff like that.
Wow.
And I probably I ain't seen Tracy. I'm gonna try.
You ain't seen Tracy?
I ain't seen him yet, but I'm gonna see him. Cause I'm damn sure gonna tell him. Listen.
He better get his ass on.
I'm gonna tell him I want to see you.
Tracy, we calling for you, man.
I'm telling you right now, and I got to see you on this show.
Get on in with your cousin
That's
Miller,
right.
man.
I seen you with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder.
Yeah.
I'm definitely coming to see you, man.
You better get on there with your cousin,
Love
man.
you, cuz. But he reached out to me though. He reached out to me through he ran into a friend of mine at a supermarket.
It's a supermarket.
He ran to
tell girl, that's my motherfucking cousin, man.
He ran to a friend of mine at a supermarket. Listen to this story. A friend of mine at the supermarket did life. He had life like me.
Wow.
But he got out.
Yeah.
So when he gets out, he runs into Tracy.
Yeah.
He remembers me telling him one time, I think that, we watched him TV one time. I said, that's my cousin. Tracy Morgan, my cousin.
Yeah.
You brag about motherfuckers, people that's your family that make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was always proud. I was actually sick when he had the car accident.
Oh,
so I was kind of not sick. I was sick that he got.
Yeah. Did he got
I was kind of hurt about that.
Yeah.
That's your family,
Yeah.
regardless of what, right?
Yeah.
So, but my man ran into him.
Yeah.
And he ran into him. He had came home. And he ran into him. They got into a verbal conversation, right? That over something, I don't know. But what happened was he said, man, you related to Prince, man. He said, yeah, it's my cousin.
Your friend
right?
told him that.
Yeah, hey man, you related to, yeah, that's my cousin. So they tried to call me, but I didn't pick up the phone. I was doing something.
Yeah.
So then what happened was
You probably saved his ass at night.
Yeah, they sent me a picture, a video.
You were him,
right?
Him and the dude.
Him and the dude, and he said,
Yo, Prince, up to your man. My cousin. Look who I bounced up into, Prince, in the supermarket.
I'm like, oh shit, man. And then I spoke to Knot, and Knot said, man, I ran into your cousin, man.
Yeah.
We had a little verbal spat, right? He said, but I remember that's your cousin. I said, yeah, that's my cousin, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But
Tracy's a solid guy, man.
Good dude. And
he been doing comedy a long
he's
time.
an excellent comedian, man.
Oh, yeah.
I love his style too.
Yeah.
man.
He tells some real shit.
And
he come from some real
too.
shit.
He acts good too.
Oh yeah, Tracy's great, man.
Yeah. But so what you ever did anything with you did some movies with Cat before too, right?
Oh yeah.
You did. How about with Steve Harvey?
I never worked with Steve. Actually, when I first did Showtime at the Apollo, Steve was hosting it. I did Showtime at the Apollo, and I'll never forget that motherfucker Sandman was standing over on the side. I seen him putting on this shit. I was up there telling my jokes, and you know how the Sandman on that Apollo, while I was cracking the jokes, I seen him over there. He was lacing this shit up. I said, oh, you ain't finna run out on me, motherfucker. I'm finna tear their ass up. And I tore him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, I ran out of that club. Steve Harvey was sitting there, man. He was sitting in the car, man, in the limo, and I jumped in the limo with him. But we never really got to work with each other.
How do you prepare for like as a stand-up comedian? How do you prepare for that audience as opposed to acting, stuff like that? Yeah.
Well, I've been doing stand-up for so long that I don't really prepare for that shit.
Man, you ain't prepared, man. You just natural with it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing this shit since I was a kid. Matter of fact, before I got in the business, I remember as a kid, I had a set. But I didn't even know I was going to be a comedian. I just knew if I walked up to certain girls or a crowd of people and I said certain shit, that they was going to laugh. I had some lines now, you know what I mean, that worked. They was guaranteed. I said, oh, if I say this to this girl, she going to bust out laugh. And that shit worked. So when I did become a comedian, I knew that shit. I was like, I had timing already as a kid. I just didn't know I was going to be a comedian.
Yeah.
I tried so many things that didn't work, Tried to be in the streets. That shit didn't work. It could have worked.
You happy that didn't work? That was the best thing God gave you, man. That it didn't work.
I did.
Actually, it not working was a blessing in disguise.
It really was.
You feel me?
It really was. Because I was one of them kids that I got influenced by that. Remember guys used to come home from prison and brag on that shit? And that shit fucked me up. Because, niggas used to come home swole up. You see the niggas giving them gifts and shit. And that shit did something to me. Yeah. It almost was like, I need to go see that. I got to go see this shit because niggas talked about it so goddamn good. And that shit didn't work for me. Like you said, I'm glad it didn't work for me. But I wasn't no rat.
Yeah, that's right.
I wasn't no motherfucking rat.
That's right.
And I had a couple instances where I was tested for that. You know what I mean? Naturally wasn't one. Right. And to this day, that shit, I'm still honorable because of that.
That's right.
Motherfuckers know. They can tell a solid motherfucker with, I don't do none of that. Yeah. I don't do no selling out with the wife or whatever I got is what I got. And it's really strange because I ain't never been approached to be sell out.
Yeah.
And that's how that shit work.
That's how it work.
Yeah, motherfuckers is like, man, you ain't never.
Yeah.
Motherfucker don't even approach me with that shit.
Sometimes when you put a certain aura off, people know they don't miss me with that. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
They don't even come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about the and you don't even got to answer the question really, but about the thing that whatchamacallit went through with Kevin Hart on that thing with the roast. The roast, man. I mean, and you don't even have to answer if you don't want to.
No.
This is something I've thought about.
Well, you know what, Gerald? In this business, I think that, and even in life, I've learned. You know, I'm 56. And in my 56 years, I learned that you can only be persuaded by the amount of something that you want. The more you want, it seems like that's where the traps are. You know what I mean? And if you want more, you got to deal with the repercussions of wanting more. And every time the stakes get higher in this business, the obstacles become harder. And that's where it feel like it gets tricky at. And I think in that situation right there, you know, Kevin Hart's a businessman, man, you know, first. More than a comedian to me. I think he's a businessman, great businessman, know how to get that money, Philly boy. And sometimes when you're a hustler, you just don't think about nothing. You hustling. You don't give a fuck who got hit on the corner. You know what I mean? The guy, what? I'm getting money. You know that's how it was to him. He's like, what? Somebody got hurt. I'm getting money. That's how it looked. I'm getting money. But then when it was over with, it was like
then the reality sets in.
The reality of it set in. The white boy on there doing the jokes. We come too far for that. We've been through too much for you to play like that. Maybe it's the new era that don't do that. But from where we come from, somebody hit him in the jaw backstage after that shit happened. I don't know who hit him. Somebody hit that motherfucker. I'm just telling you some real shit.
That's a fact.
Somebody hit him. Somebody did something to him. He in the back, like bleeding, and somebody hit. Now they feel sorry for him, but it's like, dude, certain shit you don't know not to do.
That's right.
But Kevin said, you know, he made a synopsis of like, if I do a party and somebody gets shot in the parking lot, that I don't know what guess what, brother? It's your party.
That's right.
And everybody that was invited to your motherfucking party, you gotta check them they gotta be checked in the door.
That's right.
You can't do this shit at my party, nigga, cause guess whose name they gonna say? Me.
That's right.
I tell my friends that. Don't pull that shit off, cause they gonna say Mike Epps.
That's right.
They ain't gonna even say you. They don't even know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, just like you coming here, I'm making sure it's secure, everything's straight. Ain't gonna be no mistakes, cause the mistakes is on me. You know what I mean? But so you know,
you been done like that. You and your uncle been done like that your whole life.
Yeah.
Motherfucker slang your name around in places you ain't even met.
Yeah.
And fuck you up. And now it make the people like, who is this nigga?
Yeah.
Now, if anything happened where you got in trouble,
that's a fact.
Yup, he did do it.
That's right.
Damn, how the fuck did I do? Cause motherfuckers they already put you in a position to be guilty for the shit. Yeah. So, you know, I think that's what happened to Kevin, man. Yeah. You know, I personally, I wouldn't have had no motherfucking white people on my roast. I don't know no white people.
You know what? That's
the Spectrum and all of them people that do cable bills and shit.
That's an excellent answer you gave, because it explains, it gives you a chance to really understand it and see it for what it is, right?
Right.
And whatnot. So, what kind of advice would you give to aspiring actors now coming up in the game, right?
Yeah.
In the game of, in comedy.
Comedy.
Right. What was the best advice you would give them, looking back on when you came up, that'll make the road easier for them?
You know what I would say? I would say, you know, be original. and trust your originality, and trust, embrace the struggle, because that's usually what break anybody, is the struggle. Is the hard part is on the way. You know what I mean?
The struggle define you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can make you or break
Make
you.
you or break you.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't. They break during the on the way.
That's right.
That's why I'm always like that's why you just gotta naturally love something versus having a goal. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got a goal to make it here. No, how about I just love it and the goal just happened? You know what I mean? Like, I love this shit and it just happened because I love it. I would be telling jokes at the gas station if I worked there.
Yeah.
Because I like cracking jokes. I like talking shit. You know what I mean?
What was one of your most challenging roles, man? In all of acting and all the movies you did, what was the most challenging?
The most challenging role I ever did was probably Sparkle. Because I had to put my hands on a woman in the movie. You know, and I seen that shit as a kid. You know, and you know, I seen that shit, man. You know what I mean? So when it was time to play that shit in a movie, oh man, that fucked me up. You know, because I seen my parents go through that shit, so that was challenging for me. You know, that was one of them roles that I had to ask for forgiveness after that motherfucker. Like, Lord, please just forgive me for it, because I was portraying something I seen as a kid. And it was tough, man. And to this day, man, you know, I run into women all the time. It's like, I love you, Mike, but I hated you in that role. And I'm like, damn. I said, well, you know, the only way I can get through the day is say, you know, I did a good job because I made you think I was a woman beater. But I ain't running around beating on women.
That Sparkle, I think, when you acted in Sparkle, I think that it was less comedy and more like, you know.
Yeah, it was pain, man.
And that's probably why you feel that way. It's amazing you picked that one to say what you just said. And now I can see what you're saying as I'm looking at you.
Painful, boy.
Yeah, and because you didn't do a whole lot of funniness in that joint. But you was funny, but not in some of them. That part right there wasn't nothing funny about that.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean? So.
And it was tough too, Gerald. Yeah. Just to whoop that girl on TV with that belt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I can just remember when I was doing it and they said cut, I just remember the feeling I had, how people was with me on the set. It was almost like motherfuckers was like, damn, I didn't know you was like that. I was like, damn, I was just acting. You know, but those are the challenges and the sacrifices that you have to do in this business, man, you know? And I'm pretty sure you see motherfuckers like Denzel when he played Training Day, man.
Yeah,
he had to go there to do that shit,
man, let me
right?
tell you something, man. He had to go there. That's one thing I say. And that Training Day joint, I watched that movie so many. There's certain things movies I watch over and over again.
Yeah.
Even some of yours.
Yeah.
Like Friday was one of them. I can't wait till the new one.
Oh yeah, you gonna love it.
But Training Day, when Denzel Washington did that dude acted like a straight crooked cop to the T, like a straight crooked hoodlum cop, right?
He was in it, wasn't he, man?
He did that, man.
He was in it.
I said to myself, woo, where would he even have learned that kind of skill? Did he speak to a crooked cop, or did he just pull that out? It was.
Then you know what was crazy? Because now I live in L.A. I've been living in L.A. a long time. Where he was doing that movie at was in the jungle. You know where the Bloods is at, over with T. Rogers.
In California, right?
Yeah, in California, where T. Rogers and the Bloods was, and man, that nigga was around them niggas, man. He was like he had to do some homework for that movie. That was crazy. Like that shit just didn't come on the whim.
Yeah, he said King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
No. Because he was standing there with them niggas. He was in it.
Yeah.
They stole the car from the production and all that over there. They gave them niggas hell over there shooting that movie, man. But they had to do that to get the movie off.
Yeah, that movie was like that, man.
What'd you think about Paid in Full? Did that
Paid in Full? No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Did you appreciate it?
I spoke about Paid in Full. No, I appreciate it because it's acting, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate it because it's acting.
Yeah.
But because there's some rappers in there, everybody's acting. But let me just tell you another side to that movie for a minute.
Yeah.
Imagine yourself incarcerated. Forget you in the street watching Paid in Full. Imagine you in prison, and everybody in prison is watching Paid in Full. And the character that played Alpo, the person who played Alpo, that's Cameron, and he did a good job acting. You know what I'm saying,
But it was nothing close to the person.
No, check this out. I'm gonna give you this. I haven't even said this before.
Yeah.
I spoke about it before, but now I'm gonna really speak about it.
Yeah.
Cameron played the character Alpo.
Yeah.
And in playing that character, at the last scene of it, now we imagine being in a federal prison with New York, DC, North Carolina, Virginia, Baltimore, and then imagine the character saying, whoever wrote this line, hey man, I ain't tell on nobody from basically New York. I'm saying I only told on people from DC, right?
And you sitting there knowing the truth.
And we all sitting there, we know the truth, but the point is, the fact that he even said something like that, not Cameron, I'm talking about like as if it's Alpo said it.
Yeah.
Which was what Alpo's thinking.
It was a portrayal.
Do you know, even though it's a movie to everybody else, we know in the reality of it that
how did it make you feel, man?
I didn't like it, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like it because that line, they didn't even have to put that line in there like that, right? Whoever wrote that line in there.
Yeah.
You made people in prison, some people disliked it, people from New York behind that line, for real.
For real?
Yeah, in certain people's minds, people think about that type of stuff.
Of course.
Like you told only on people from DC and nobody from New York. It was crazy, but it's just a movie. And everybody say that, but
the viewer is so so naive.
Listen to me, we're in prison, and people are watching it. I'm not saying all people from DC was
upset. But you could feel it.
I have friends from DC, good, solid men.
But you did feel somebody felt that way.
People felt that way. Wow. You know what I'm saying? You got people
Never thought about
felt that way. And that's why I don't really like the movie for one line.
I understand.
And I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
My understanding, I don't know if it's true, but I had heard, allegedly, I think somebody tried to shoot at Cameron, I think. Behind that. I don't know if you heard it or not.
Yeah, when he went to DC.
That's how much you know
that it was effective.
Forget it was just in prison. This really happened.
Yeah, movies are that powerful.
And this is what I had heard. Now I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
Cameron know if it's true or not, right?
I remember it happened. I remember hearing about it.
That's how good of an actor he was for the movie. But that's not who he is, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was just acting. He got paid for it. You know what I'm saying? But somebody couldn't just. That's how much that line touched people, man.
Wow.
You see, and that's why, that's prison is different than the street. But again,
that's some knowledge right there. Nigga didn't even know that.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
I never thought about that.
And that's why I didn't really like it.
Did you like Godfather of Harlem?
I liked The Godfather of Harlem. I liked The Godfather of Harlem.
Did they touch on that real from?
The Godfather of Harlem was completely, almost made up, right? But it was good though.
It was
good.
They didn't know that.
No,
that was too far back then, right?
Yeah, they pieced together things and made it look good. But remember, movies is movies. They're supposed to entertain.
Yeah.
And it's not always going to be a true bill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then also, I liked it, Snowfall,
Snowfall
Snowfall was made up. Believe it or not. But I liked it.
Well, they said it was portrayed.
No, it was
Ricky
portrayed.
Ross's.
It was portrayed, but all that stuff in there, Rick Ross did. Rick Ross wasn't into no violence like that.
He wasn't. So they had to.
They added all that in there.
They had to.
I did time at
make
Rick Ross.
it juicy.
I did time at Rick Ross and USP Lompoc
Freeway.
Before Freeway Rick Ross. We were together and
nicest guy in the world.
We was together there right before.
Snowfall came out.
Yeah, way before that. When USP Allen.
But they definitely did take his shit.
They did. When USP Lompoc is an FCI now. They changed it. All the old United States prisons.
I heard
you know
that
what they did?
rough now.
Listen to what they did. The old United States prisons. It used to be USP Lompoc, USP Leavenworth, USP Lewisburg,
Marion,
USP Terry Hutt. They took those jails.
Yeah.
The very old ones, because so many people were getting killed easily. In those prisons, you can get killed easily because there wasn't a lot of cameras. So they took them and turned them into FCIs, which is Federal Correctional Institutions, lower security.
So no more USPs.
No, they got USPs, the new ones they made.
Yeah.
But the old ones, because they look gothic.
Yeah.
They took them. Now we're gonna turn these into FCIs, and they pay them FCIs. You can go there, but lesser security. It's more sweeter.
Where was your best time you ever did? That you really was like, this is smooth.
I'm gonna answer that question, but I don't want nobody to think that I enjoyed prison.
No.
Because I didn't enjoy prison.
No, I'm just saying though.
But the best time I did
because Guy told me when the best time he had, not the best time.
Yeah.
But where it was smooth at, he was in Mississippi.
Mississippi?
Yeah, wherever that was.
I'm going to tell you something. When we was in USP Allenwood, Guy Fisher, Underwood, William Underwood, Guy Fisher, myself, a whole bunch of people was there.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it because you were able to do peaceful time. It wasn't always drama all the time. You can solve problems easy.
Yeah.
You can solve problems.
Because it was the inmates that made it right.
Yeah, we made it. It was from all over.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care if you from I don't care if you was from New York, D.C., Connecticut, California, wherever you was from. It was easier for some reason in Allenwood to chill because nobody really was tripping on drama. People trying to go home.
Did you ever feel racist in prison?
Oh yeah, it was a lot of.
I'm saying, did you like? No matter what happened, sometime was it still white guys that you was all right with?
Yeah.
No matter what was going on in the race shit,
ain't no question.
You still had white friends.
I still had white friends.
Yeah.
And whatnot, and I can tell you, I went to Lewisburg as a holdover, just traveling through one time. But I had a co-defendant that went to Lewisburg and did time in there in 1995. And during that time, there was a race riot. And
between the white boys?
The Muslims and the Aryan Brotherhood. And what happened was, I think a white dude wanted to be a Muslim, and the Aryan Brotherhoods didn't want the white dude to be a Muslim.
That's wild.
So they told you better not be a Muslim, and told them they better not let him be a Muslim or something like that. He turned into a Muslim. Anyway, and I think they killed him, or kills some people. The Aryan Brotherhood, this is all documented stuff.
So you can't be a Muslim and be an Aryan brother because they represent swastika and all that.
Yeah, but people, anybody can be a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
In penitentiary, I don't care what race you are, but they didn't want that. And in those days in '95, prison was real prison. The USPs back in the '90s were real. The United States penitentiaries were serious, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So back then, a white dude wasn't supposed to do that anyway. And so what happened was he gets killed. And of course, nobody's gonna stand there and let that happen like that. So
all
then
the brothers got together.
People got busy. The Muslims got busy. And this is all documented history. This is stuff that's historic. Wow. My co-defendant, because he was Muslim, got caught up in that, and he ended up, they gave him a body for killing someone.
In the joint?
In the joint.
So he caught a life sentence in the joint?
No, they didn't charge him outside the prison. They didn't have enough evidence for that. They charged him in the prison and found him guilty under administrative law, sent him to the ADX for 8 years. They charged him with conspiracy to murder because
Wow.
they claim that he went in there and killed a white dude.
Yeah.
And therefore, AB or whoever he killed, I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
Right? But he killed somebody, and when he did, as retaliation for the race thing, they locked him up. And he recently he's been staying out of trouble since then. He hasn't had, his record is, other than the body he caught in prison, he has a clean institutional record.
He's a real guy,
His name
nice
is C.
guy,
Just.
yeah.
Sadiq is his real Muslim name.
Yeah.
But he just went to court to try to get out,
Mm-hmm.
and they denied him.
Oh,
right?
man.
But he still has another shot.
He's in the feds, though?
He's in the feds.
Yeah.
He's in the feds. He's in the FCI, sweet spot now.
Sweet spot.
But he hasn't been in no trouble. So he figured they'll leave that alone. That was in '95. That was, a long time ago.
Yeah, they need to let all them dudes go, man. Larry Hoover.
Yeah.
Supreme.
Yeah.
All
of them. All of them
Malik,
dudes. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's a whole bunch of them that been in jail so long.
You gotta make room for these new little
They're not going to
motherfuckers.
come home and do nothing to go back, man.
they too old, bro.
People trying to live their life now.
Yeah.
I'll be 64 this year, September 2nd, man.
And you did 25?
I did 34 years and 6 months.
God
to
damn,
the T.
you did 34 years?
Yeah, I remember when they let me go, man, I had a napkin, I laid it on the ground, I kissed that joint, looked up, and said, man.
Did you ever think you was gonna get out?
Always.
Never thought you was gonna die in there?
I did think that I could die in there. But I said, man, I'm not gonna let that.
Never gave up.
I'm not gonna let that seep in my mind.
You got off of Obama on there?
Nah, what happened was Obama made the 2010 Fair Sentencing Act, but it wasn't retroactive. So then Congress passed the retroactive. They made it retroactive
And you was a
under
part
the
of
First Step Act.
Yeah.
Trump signed it into law.
Damn.
And that's how I got out. And I had a good.
People were surprised you got out.
Yeah,
man.
I had a good judge, Mike. I had a good judge that was fair.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's all about the judge you get.
Yeah.
If you get a fair judge, you're going to get a decent
And you didn't
play.
have a lot of write-ups.
I had write-ups. I had charges of fighting, stabbing,
that kind of shit.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then I stopped. Now, I said, hold up, man. What am I doing? Let me focus. But you got to do that stuff to keep peace. Sometimes against other cars, sometimes against your own homies who's causing problems. Because in prison, if you do something stupid, somebody else can get hit. If I do something stupid, I go into somebody's cell and steal a pair of sneakers, right?
It'll cost somebody else.
And the dude, his cellie and the dude stabbed me up for stealing some sneakers. And they got every right to stab me up because I stole your sneakers.
Yeah.
Right?
But now I gotta help you.
But now
You
my
brought me
homies
in.
gotta help me because they can't let your two homies stab me up.
So I gotta even defend. I gotta help.
I gotta
you after you did
defend. I
some
gotta
fucked
defend
up
a
shit.
burglar for stealing some sneakers, right?
He said a burglar.
Because
I ain't heard that line in a long time. A burglar.
But basically that's what he do. He went to steal somebody's sneakers. He went
Put
to
you in a
somebody's
fucked
house.
up situation.
Yeah, and that's why prison is so corny, man.
Yeah.
It's so phony. When I say phony, you can go in there and learn and come out better.
Yeah.
But you can also get caught up in some crazy stuff that ain't your doing. See?
Just being in a car.
Just being in a car, being in a clique, being in a gang, being even a Muslim. But the Muslims changed now. Back in the days, the Muslims were dead.
They weren't playing.
The Nation of Islam is kind of like the same. They don't let nobody hot really be there unless if they know. The Sunni Muslims are a little different. They don't really care no more. Most of them.
Teller and get in
you
there.
can be anybody, and you can be protected in there all day long. But that's not every spot.
A
It's just
Muslim
most
teller.
of them. but because you know why? You forgiven of your sins though. So they say, well, we forgive him of all your sins. That's for him and the law to deal with, and not.
And he gonna deal with him too.
And shit. But that's some places. But back in the days in Lewisburg, you're a Muslim and you told on somebody, you gonna pray in that hole. You ain't.
You gonna put.
Yeah. You know.
You gonna pray in that hole.
Yeah, you're gonna pray in that hole. You know. You got a lot of people who never walked a yard in the feds that was in the witness protection program the whole entire bid, the whole entire time. Sweet. The witness protection program. That's a sweet they get everything in them joints, man. From what I heard, you know what I mean. So
Yeah, but
they never had to go through the struggles and
real
strife.
person. How do you live with yourself?
Shit, I would never. That would
Right?
never. That's right.
It's like hard to sleep.
Wouldn't be me.
And you can't never ever play tough.
Yeah.
You can't never play like you're a real nigga. I just be thinking about motherfuckers who folded that meet women, that be tricking women, but in they mind, they be saying, boy, if this broad knew I was a telling ass nigga, she'd be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's crazy. Just to live with yourself or doing something fucked up, man, is that's the thing. And that's why I tell all the kids, man, it's a lot of these kids, man, they don't, just to hear you talk about, they don't know how serious that shit is. They just listening to songs and they they think it's easy, but woo, to be young. I'm telling you, I went to jail when I was young, man. I did 2 years in jail, and I'll never forget, nigga, probably the first week I was in there, a nigga walked up to me and said, I'm gonna hit you in your motherfucking throat. And I said, for nothing, I was just on the rec yard. Nigga said, I'm gonna hit you in your motherfucking. And I'm like, damn. But I'll never forget, man, when I was selling drugs, I was always nice to the addicts. I was never mean to them. My friends, they was mean to the drug addicts. Yeah. And man, when I was in jail, man, and that dude did that, he was a predator. And that's how he broke niggas. He just walk up, and if you didn't do nothing, he was like, he gonna keep on doing it. But I didn't know that. I'm like, damn, this nigga just, and I seen a dude in there named Louis, man, and on the street, Louis was a crack addict. He was skinny, but in jail, he getting his rest, he eating, man, that nigga was a monster in jail, he was healthy. And I seen him. And he said he couldn't believe I was in there.
But he treats you with respect.
Yeah, he was teased. Yeah.
He ain't no crack addict no more.
No, and there that nigga was a monster.
He like the dude in Friday. What's his name?
Yeah. And man, I seen that nigga Prince, and I'm in there. I ain't got no hair on my face, nigga. and then I swear to God, predator nigga, man. And he said, Mike, man, what the fuck you doing there? I said, man, I was trying to sell some cocaine, man, and got busted. He said, damn, man. He asked me how my big sister was, because that's what saved me, too. A lot of the dudes that was in prison, they knew my brothers and sisters from school and stuff. And they, man, how Robbie and Julie doing? I said, man, they doing good, man. He said, damn, Mike. He said, man, if you have any problems in here, you let me. I said, I got one right now. He said, what? I said, man, that nigga over there threatened me. He went over there and whispered in that nigga's ear, and boy, that nigga never fucked with me the whole time.
Yeah, he didn't even look at you no more.
No, that nigga wouldn't even look at me. I said, boy, that's God. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I was nice to the addicts. You know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, I ran into that motherfucker. But I'm just always thinking them lessons, man. You know, because I'll never forget, and I tell people all the time, music sent me to jail, period. That shit influenced the fuck out of me. I used to listen to Public Enemy, not really Public Enemy, but definitely NWA sent me to jail. You know what I mean? That's how powerful music is.
Music is powerful, man.
No, that shit was powerful.
Yeah.
That shit fucked with me. So, you know, and that was another thing that always reminded me. I said, Mike, you're not as street as you think you are. Because when I got around certain street dudes, I was like, this nigga's a savage. And it made me remind me I had good parents and everything. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, I got a good mama and daddy, because this nigga here, this nigga mama on dope. This nigga don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah.
Some of them niggas was just like,
it made them hard. It hardened them.
It hardened them.
Yeah.
And I would always compare myself to them.
Some of them ain't even had mothers and fathers. Their grandmothers raised them.
Yes. And them niggas was
hard. Yeah.
Laughing at shit. I'm like,
life dealt them a blow so hard, and that's how they carrying it.
That's how they was carrying it. Yeah. And that separated me. That always made me know, nigga, okay.
That shit really ain't for me.
It ain't for me.
I ain't gonna make that my life.
No. It wasn't for me, man.
That's why you turned your comedy.
I was always telling jokes, because that's what kept niggas from fucking with me too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga, I had niggas dying laughing, and they liked me.
Yeah.
Cause I was one of them niggas that if a nigga front me some work, I run off.
Yeah.
And the niggas caught me, and you don't know how many older niggas caught me and said, "Boy, you better be glad I like you."
Yeah,
nigga.
save you.
Yeah, because I was funny.
Because that's a dangerous world, running for somebody's pack, huh?
Running off a nigga's pack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But most of them niggas knew my older brother. He wasn't in the streets, but he was a nigga that they liked.
Yeah.
And niggas just tell me all the time, boy, you better be glad, nigga, or you be fucked up. But I had a gambling habit, so I sell the dope and run in the crap house.
Yeah, yeah.
And them old niggas had them juice tables.
Yeah.
You know, them old niggas had them. When them old niggas get together and you in there shooting them craps, them motherfucking tables be juiced.
That's right.
They take all my motherfucking money.
That's right. Get you.
Hustling backwards.
Yeah.
I never could get off of a quarter key. That was my nickname. 9 ounces is the most I ever had. And I thought I was the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I take that motherfucker isotol and cut that shit up. And oh man, I thought I was the shit, man.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a game for me, man.
Nah,
you know?
well, I'm glad it wasn't. Cause
It didn't work.
That's what I be trying to teach the children, teenagers, and young adults now. Man,
They don't want to admit to that shit, too.
Leave that street life alone. Because guess what? First of all, hip-hop is here. Hip-hop was built on the struggles and what people went through and the sacrifice in the game and that lifestyle. I ain't gonna call it even a game, that lifestyle.
Yeah.
In the beginning, people rapped about things and how they lived and saw, right?
But they were talking about your life.
Right, but it's
They're
different.
talking about your uncle's
Right,
life.
but it's different now, right? Because now hip-hop done evolved so much. It's rap now and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It ain't even the same really like that. That's why I say as far as the street,
That's
it ain't
right.
even worth it. I tell
ain't
people
worth
all the
it.
time, that prison system,
Oof.
you don't want that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm never gonna brag about anything, but eventually I'm gonna put this stuff on film to show them.
You should do that.
Listen,
man.
I'm gonna show them reality.
You gotta be in the movie too, nigga.
Oh shit, you might be in the movie.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm
you
doing it
damn
with
right.
you.
You damn right, bro. Lock that in.
Nigga gonna walk up and say you gonna hit me in the throat. I'm gonna come back and say, hey, Prince, man, nigga,
because guess what? There is in the midst of the misery and there is good and bad times. You got to keep it real. You got to show the
Good and
people.
bad times.
You got to show the people the real.
Because you
And
met
it's
some good guys in there,
and
huh?
and it's funny times, and then there's not too funny times.
Funny times, yeah.
Because that life is serious, man.
Yeah,
like you
sad.
said earlier, the stick-up kids, the people losing their lives. It's a lot of stuff that it can pass. But
right.
I'm gonna make sure it's a good depiction.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying? In the movie you did, The Hangover, right?
Yeah.
The dude you played,
Black Dog.
Black Dog, right?
Yeah.
He had a short role,
Yeah.
but it was still something impactful.
Yeah.
Why you think that is? Is it because
Probably
the way you
'cause I was
played it, the
only-
way they wrote it? What you think?
Well, you know what? I'll never forget when I came to that movie set, you know, it wasn't like walking up on the Friday movie set. It was all white guys. It was a big ass budget movie. And they kind of didn't know who I was. And I learned that white people laugh different than black people. And when I was on that set and I was doing my thing, they wasn't laughing. I was like, damn, these motherfuckers ain't laughing at me. Cause I was being funny like I was in the Friday movie, but they would say, cut. And I seen the white people, they was just like, I was like, damn, these white people, they ain't laughing at me. But what I learned was, I was like, white people don't celebrate when they laugh. They have a different type of
Sense of humor
than us. And they don't, boy, when a nigga laugh, when black people laugh, them motherfuckers be, you know what I mean? White people be, ha, 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 ha. They'll tell you was funny and didn't laugh. I'll be saying, motherfucker, you wasn't laughing. How was I funny? I didn't see you laugh one motherfucking time. But that's their humor.
Yeah.
You know, and I never understood that. But I'll never forget I was on that set, man. I was by myself. I felt lonely, you know, because it was all white guys. It was a big budget. And I'll never forget the little dude, Zephaniah, the little fat dude. He walked up to me right in the middle of the set and said, what's up, nigga? I was sitting in the car. And I'll never forget the way that made me feel. But I didn't react to it because I knew they were setting me up. There was nobody else there to defend me, and I was just there by myself. And all kept flashing in my mind was they paid me to let that white boy say that to me.
That's right.
That's all I kept thinking.
That's right.
They gave me the money to let him do that.
And you had to think that way, not to crash out.
You hear me?
Yeah.
And I after that shit had happened and I was on the set, I kept trying to catch his motherfucking ass somewhere where I could just eye to eye with him. I wasn't gonna be mean to him because the whole time I'm thinking to myself, this is how they defeating me. That's how they defeat us. They want to constantly make us look like a monster. I said, they was trying to set me up to see if I was going to jack my shit off. I said, damn. But I never could catch him. And I seen him at the premiere and I said, hey, man, did they tell you to say that to me? And he said, nah, I was just in the mood. I was just in the thing. I said, well, look here, Cracker. You know you an experiment. And he said, what? I said, yeah, Yaku made you in the caucus mouth. I just ran this whole gamut about what I thought about white people. And it fucked him up. You know what I mean? He called me back. He said, man, what did you mean by that? I Googled Yaku, I Googled the caucus mouth and all that. I said, yeah, man, you really offended me that day, man, when you said that on that set. You know, but I knew it was a test to see if I was going to, you know, because that's a quick way to get a black person out of something.
That's right. That's right.
All you got to do is say, you'll.
And I know the only reason you even said that much to him about the Yaku and all that is because he offended you. And you wanted to give him back a taste of his own medicine. You made him think because he went that and, man, I'm going to check that out, man.
Yeah.
He still didn't get the picture, but the point is, that was your way to get back at him because you felt some way about what he said and you couldn't say nothing.
I couldn't say nothing.
Yeah, so
because I was on a test. They were testing me.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers sitting there testing me, man. So, you know, man, that's always been. I mean, and even in this business, man. You know, I've been in this business a long time. I done had street niggas doing, man. And I was just saying to myself, I was like, damn, man. These motherfuckers don't know I can kill them, and they won't even know I did it because they not even going to expect me to do it. Because I'm Mike Epps, I'm a comedian. But in the back of my head, I'm saying, oh, Lord, I can tear this nigga's ass out the frame because he don't even know. He don't even expect me. He don't know me.
Yeah, he don't know. You got a little street in you. You got a little street in you.
Right.
A lot of street in you.
And know a whole bunch of motherfuckers
That's
that
right.
I can, you know what I mean?
That's right. But you ain't on that. You ain't
Hell no. I mean, don't get me wrong. If a motherfucker push the wrong button, I gotta go there. But I ain't never had no motherfucker do that.
That's right.
And I've had to duck and dodge, you know, especially living in L.A.
Yeah.
Them niggas.
But you right what you saying. A lot of times people look at people in the industry and for some reason they think in certain ways about them. Like this is why like we Preem taught us and taught me really and him. We don't never look at nobody like you just want to press them. We don't press nobody.
No.
You know why we don't press nobody?
Yeah.
Because we prefer to do business with somebody. We prefer to say, hey, this is what we have to offer.
That's right.
Why would I come to somebody to get pressing for just something small when I can come say, let's do this? So
you're going to get more out of them being their friend and their businessman.
And I'd rather be sincere, especially with people who live in a decent life.
That's right.
If somebody if
it's a dirty motherfucker, I'll tear his ass up.
Yeah, but if
he's a decent dude, come on, man. I'm gonna get more money fucking with him like that.
Exactly.
Let him like you.
That's right. Let him, and not only that, do good business. And I'm talking about entertainers and stuff like that because a lot of them be doing a lot of good things.
That's right.
And you want to be connected, like when Preem did Crime Partners.
Yeah.
Right? He wanted it was business. He was really trying to get into the movie business.
He was a businessman.
He was really, and a lot of Snoop, a couple of people from
man,
West
I've seen
Coast,
so many people. They all talk great about Preem, man.
It was Snoop. What's the other one name that was in Crime Partners with him? Ice-T, I think it is.
Ice-T, yeah.
I think it was Ice-T.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't remember.
I think was it Ice-T? It was Snoop and somebody else from the West Coast that was in Crime Partners with him.
Yeah.
Besides Ja Rule and all that.
Yeah.
And they cared about Preem enough to want to play roles in the movie, and it was
Well, he had to be a gentleman with him for them to fuck with him.
Ain't no question, and
that's
what I'm trying to say. That is the better method. Not
like you was talking about that dude Preacher.
Yeah.
You would have seen him on sight. You would have known I can't do no business with this nigga
at all.
Cause this nigga ain't right.
Listen, no, he ain't. He
don't even think like the no future.
He don't.
Fuck the future. I want what I got right now.
And let me tell you something about him too. He had a hard life. He was a kid.
That's what I'm saying. Them niggas that had a hard life.
The life you spoke of is what he had.
That's what I'm saying.
He had brothers and sisters. He was abused as a kid.
Yeah.
I seen the documents. I got copies of it. He got abused. And I say abused, I mean abused as a kid. Yeah. And so that made him hard and harsh.
He didn't give a fuck about nobody.
Nothing. And he did the same thing that the abuse he had put on himself.
He put it on
the abuse that someone put on him as a little boy.
He put on people.
He put on people in the same way. And he had an affliction for that type of gruesome type of stuff.
Yeah, the nigga was in pain.
Yeah, he was in pain. And I remember when he came to USP Beaumont.
Did he know you?
I didn't know. He heard of me, but I didn't know who he was. I didn't even recognize the guy. It took a month or two, right?
Yeah.
Because maybe longer.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was. Only reason why we knew is a dude who did time with him in the state came and said, "Yo, that's Preacher." We was all together. I never met, like clear as day. The homies was together. He came over. He said, "Yo, man, y'all know Preacher on the compound?" I said, "What Preacher?" Preacher from Harlem. I said, well, show him to me. No, he's a Muslim now. I said, show me who he is.
And you walked up to him?
Nah, I'm a little smart. I'm not gonna just walk up to him.
Yeah.
I want to see who he is first.
That's right.
I want to see the person, because I already know he can't stay there with me there. So I ain't gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna first see.
Analyze.
I gotta see who he is first, and then I'm gonna put my thoughts together.
Yeah.
Because if he's anything that I heard he is, right? If he's as dangerous as I heard he is, and if, you know.
But you and him didn't have no problem with each other.
We didn't have no problems in there at all.
But it was all coded up.
Now, what happened was, I can't stay on the same compound with a dude like that. In Beaumont at that time, hot dudes got crushed.
It was rules, huh?
It was rules.
Did they get at him?
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Even the Muslims at one time wasn't letting hot dudes stay there. But for some reason, they let Preacher stay there. And I know the reason. Preacher was tougher than a lot of them. Some of them was busy trying to get home, and some of them were scared.
So he kind of made it through.
So he made it through. He called himself Bilal. And so it also didn't have no work at the time, they said. So when we found out it was him, the homies got together. Now there's a choice to be made.
Yeah.
You got the Muslims, you got the homies, the Sunni Muslims and the homies. If you do something to him and they don't know, and without telling them, it can cause what they would call a war, because you're not supposed to touch a Muslim. So first the homies went to them and spoke to them. I stayed in the back at first because I already know if the result is that the Muslims ain't gonna run him up on their own or work him, because in Beaumont at that time, you get work put in on you.
Beaumont, Texas.
Wasn't no real walking up top. You get crushed.
Period.
So at that time, like, the Muslims were told, the homies went to the Muslims and told them. Because I'm the one who told them to do it.
Wow.
And they went and told him, yo, that dude gotta go, he hot. They said, we need paperwork. So they get paperwork. They give it to the Muslims so they can crush him and send him up top. But they don't crush him and send him up top.
His own people.
The Muslims.
Yeah, the guys
he's not right. He can't be on New York time because he's hot. So he's on Muslim time.
Muslim time, yeah.
And they let him rock. So what happened was, they were supposed to do something to him and crush him. But I knew they wasn't, because he's tougher than some of them. Even though it's a lot of them.
So damn, how you work that out?
It's a lot of them, they could have got him. But
they were scared of him.
Some of them were scared, and some of them didn't want to risk. It can get ugly. They trying to get home. A lot of them wasn't scared.
So they just didn't fuck with him.
Right. So what happened was, People who didn't like hot dudes that was Muslims didn't fuck with him. People who may like hot dudes fuck with him, and people who were scared fuck with him. And he was teaching them martial arts a little bit, because he still knows the little martial arts.
Nigga do karate.
Right? So what happened was, let me tell you what happened. When they went to speak to him, when they went to speak to him, they said, give him the paperwork. We give him the paperwork, they don't do nothing. You know what they do?
What?
They tell him, the ones that ain't no good, Muslims that ain't no good in there, that don't want to do nothing, they don't want to put in the work themselves, they tell him, yo, Prince is the problem. He's the one pushing that, man. You need to get rid of him. Maybe that's your.
Who did that?
Some of the people, some of the Muslim brothers. And the reason why I know is because the Muslim brothers, my co-defendant was Muslim, and he was up in the ADX.
Told you that.
But they were close with him. And the solid Muslims that was solid and didn't fuck with him, but also didn't want to get in no trouble because they're trying to get home, they came to me and they said, yo, Prince, be careful, man. They tell him to bring you a move. They saying you the one that's really causing the headache about it, him being on the panel, right? I said, yo, man, thank you. And the ones who told me were mainly from Baltimore and D.C., solid Muslim dudes who didn't mess with preachers.
Who respected you.
That was real, right? They came and told me, and maybe two New York homies, right? That was Muslim. They came and told me, and I remember I was in the kitchen, and they said, yo, they came to me and said, Prince, they in there strapping him. They putting a bulletproof vest on him. They arming him up, man. He gonna try to bring you a move.
Ooh.
Right? So I said, cool, thanks, no problem, man. I appreciate that. So now I walk back. His unit is on one side, mine is on the other side.
Yeah.
I walk back.
Yeah.
Now I'm walking back, you know, homies, we hang together.
Yeah.
I got people with me, you know what I'm saying? We walking back. Outside in the unit, it's a bunch of Muslims there. Not the solid ones, right? Not solid ones. Mm-hmm. But everybody was there to watch what was going to happen because they got wind of it. Wow. So a lot of them out there, and then you got some of my homies out there as well. Mm-hmm. I get in there, I go, as I'm walking to get in the unit, I look towards his window. I can see his window from my window, but I'm walking. I know his cell. He got a prayer rug up, and he's peeping out the prayer rug. Wow. If he was smart, he should have got me then, because at that time, I came from the mess hall, you got to go through the metal detectors. I didn't have no knife on me at the time.
So he knew you was...
He should have got me if he was smart. He should have thought. But that don't mean that but trust me, I had knives there because I had homeboys
that was already
outside
ready.
with their knives waiting on me because they knew, right. So I'm not even tripping.
Yeah.
I'll take one of theirs if I had to. But I go to the block. When I get in the block, I get a bone crusher. Call them bone crushers. A knife this big, nice big joint that opens the doors and whatnot.
Tape on it.
Nice joint, sharp into a steel. Now remind you, they putting a vest on him because he's smart. He knows I'm gonna get down. So, you know, we both think of each other as adversaries.
Yeah.
That young nigga gonna get down. If anything I heard he gonna get down.
That's right.
So, but I don't got a vest. So I'm talking to the homies. Some was solid that wasn't scared. Said, Prince, fuck that, man. We gonna butcher him. I said, nah. If y'all jump in, some of them dudes gonna jump in.
And it's gonna be a war.
It's gonna be a big war. We not gonna do that. I'm gonna handle this one on my own. Don't worry about it. If y'all can get me out the hole, get me out the hole. If I can't, I'll push it. I ain't tripping.
Wow.
But we're gonna do this on our own. And so what happened was, I look out my window, I see him looking out his window, Mike.
Damn.
All the way from my block is right next to his.
Woo!
And all them people out there, everybody want to see. Some people want to see me win. Some people want to see me lose. And some people want to see both of us crush each other.
Yeah.
The police don't know about it, but they probably don't care.
It's a whole
right?
show.
It's a show. It's a shit show, actually.
Wow.
So what happens is, I tell the homies, yo, y'all just go outside. If anybody jump in, I don't care who it is. Anybody jump in, don't let nobody get up on my back. Anybody jump in, y'all know what time it is. This shit's going up. Yeah. As long as it's one-on-one, it don't go up.
Yeah.
The two Muslims came from my block, was outside, came in and said, yo, Prince, nobody else is going to jump in as long as it's between y'all two, they said. I said, man, you ain't got to tell me that. I know how this goes, right? I go out there. As soon as I come out, you got a police up top. It's double decker. You got a police up top. You got the police standing in the front. I come out smooth. I get past the metal detector. I come out. Preacher comes out. and you can see he got a vest on. I can see
Behind
I knew he had a vest, but I can see he had a shirt over it. But he's big. He looks bigger than he is. Than at that time, he's bigger than he was.
Yeah.
So he comes out. First thing he say is, "This what you want, Prince?" Loud as shit. Now the police is standing in front of his unit. Up top is the police. It's police up top, police on the bottom. Police hears him right away. "This what you want, Prince? What you asked for, man?" And he pulls out his knife. I pull out my knife. Wow. We're going knife to knife, but we're being careful. I'm being more careful because
damn, you had a war with that nigga?
Yeah, I was being more. You didn't know? Hey, Mike, I'm being more careful because I don't have a vest on. Anybody know if you ever been in any knife fight? That wasn't my first knife fight.
Yeah.
If you've been in a knife fight, the biggest target to hit is the body.
The torso, yeah.
Don't go for the neck or the head, because it's an easy move. The body's hard. You can always hit the body. So what happened?
Nobody poked each other?
We were trying, right? I hit his vest, and I felt the knife, and that shit ain't do nothing. And that I knew then. I said, yo.
What was the police doing?
This is what I knew.
Yeah.
I knew then I gotta go head up, because if I don't hit him one good shot, all it takes is him to hit me one shot here, I'm done. So now I knew, damn, I gotta go neck up. Now I gotta fight more defense as opposed to offense. Because I don't got a vest on.
Yeah, you gotta
And all the
yourself.
people who don't know about this, that would run their mouth. I heard some YouTubers say something, "Oh, y'all, nobody got hit." First of all, you wasn't there. Second of all, you probably never been in a knife fight.
Never.
And third of all, you never been in a knife fight with somebody who had a vest on, right? Because if you got a vest on and I don't, you can take a shot to give a shot.
Yeah.
But when you don't got a vest on, I got to be careful. Only takes one here. Anywhere here in this area here is a problem. So we trying to hit each other. We're not playing. I got the incident report. We're actually trying
to.
to.
What was the police doing?
Watching. Mike, I kid you not. It was the weirdest thing I ever seen in my life.
You gotta do the movies, man. Them movies.
Let me tell you something. You know what made me? After that knife fight, you know what I said to myself? I'm going to really try to get home. You know why? The police wanted to see somebody get killed. The inmates wanted to see somebody get killed. I ain't gonna say, I say inmates.
All out of jealousy.
But the real prisoners, the solid convicts from New York or DC or Baltimore or North Carolina or California, the solid men did not want to see me get hurt, right?
But there was a bunch of motherfuckers that did.
There's a lot of people who...
They was looking.
People wanted to see drama.
Yeah, it's excited to them, yeah.
And so we going back and forth, and this is lasting for a long time, man. I kid you not, it was lasting so long, he got tired and I got tired. And we end up from the front of the unit all the way trying to hit each other all the way to the beginning of the yard.
I can't believe the police didn't
only
get in there.
Only when they got in the tower and the lieutenant said...
They shot down on
Nah, he said, the dude got the gun out the shower, and the lieutenant said, on my 3 or some shit, about, when I tell you to, I want you to shoot. He said it loud for us to hear it. I don't know if he's really gonna do it, but he said it loud enough to hear it.
It made both of y'all stop.
As soon as preacher heard that, now it's a bunch of police standing behind him, and there's police behind me, but they ain't bum rushing us with them knives, because know what they know? This is Gerald Prince Miller, and this is Clarence Preacher Heatley. And both of them motherfuckers is serious. We're not walking up on them dudes with no knife and get hit.
That's right.
Let them go, but then we gonna shut it down.
Yeah.
I couldn't. When Preacher, he ended up laying down. The police rushed him right away. He threw the knife and he lay down.
Wow.
I had my knife tied to my hand. I couldn't even throw the damn knife.
So y'all went to the hole after that.
We went to the hole, but the police, they said me put the knife. I couldn't put the knife down. So the police came. A police that I know came. 2 of them, and they took me and we went to lieutenant's office. Took him I think to the hole first. Put me in lieutenant's office. Then they took me to the hole, and we in cages next to each other. These motherfuckers put us in cages. These individuals put us in cages next to each other.
What did he say to you, man?
He said, yo, man, we could have ran this yard. You and me, man, we could have ran this yard, man. You know, yo, man, you should have got with me. We could have ran this, man. We could have took this over. I'm pacing back and forth, mad. Wow. And then he says, yo, your homie sold you out, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Muslims was never gonna get involved. They wasn't gonna do nothing to me. And he's talking, but I'm mad. I don't know if he's telling me the truth, because he's hot. He could be lying.
Yeah.
One thing about a hot dude, you can't believe nothing they say.
They gonna lie like a motherfucker.
Sometimes they lie completely. Sometimes they lie a little bit. Sometimes they tell the truth in the lie. Whether it's on,
but it ain't right.
Exactly. So I can't know what to believe.
Yeah.
Maybe it ain't true. Maybe it is true. But
Yeah.
I'm pacing back and forth by myself,
Yeah.
saying, "Damn, man, this is, So what happens is we both go to the shoe.
Yeah.
I ain't talking to this dude or nothing. He says to me, "Yo, man, I'm gonna go ahead and take it on the road, cause he can't go back out, because now my homies are mad at the Muslims because they said they was gonna take care of it." You see? And that's why I say today, it was getting watered down anyway. It was a time when solid Muslims who ran the Muslim community, the Sunni Muslim community in prison, would never have a hot dude there. They make them go to that yard and pray in the hole. Wow. Because there's still a code that we're in prison and people shouldn't just be, if you hustle with somebody, don't tell on that person.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
If you hustle with them.
Yeah,
now, if you a law-abiding citizen, Mike, that's what they do. It's not even considered telling. If somebody steals my mother's purse and she go to the police station, she ain't no snitch.
No.
She's a law-abiding citizen,
but
man.
Two crooks can't tell on each other.
That's the point. And that's what everybody's seeing not to understand. It's the same thing when I was looking at the, I'm sorry I went long with it, man.
I loved it. That was a,
right?
Ooh, that was deep, nigga. You took me on a journey right there.
It's the same thing.
Because I seen all that shit.
I'm going to show you something. It's the
that
same
was a
thing.
Journey
it's the
right
same
there.
thing. It's the same thing. Like
Wow.
I did an interview I did an interview a month ago, I think, on my YouTube, right, about the Pooh Shiesty and the Gucci Man incident between me and you. You ain't even got to say nothing. I'm just going to tell you. I did an interview about it because it was coming out that this person, that they say Gucci Man might be telling on this and this and that. But I was trying to make people understand something that I don't know for a fact if he is or not. I know this. It came out that Pooh Shiesty's father himself is a rat, and allegedly got a 5K1. I said, man, if he was my son,
what's a 5K1?
5K1 that you done told and gave information on somebody.
Oh wow.
If he was my son, if Pooh Shiesty was my son, what I was trying to say was, I'm not going to have him just coming home from prison, a budding career as a rapper. He can represent the whole Memphis. I'm not going to have him put himself in no situations that can jeopardize his freedom in the future.
You had any motherfucking
You know why?
Yeah.
Hell, I'll do it myself, or I'm going to get it done, or either way, I'm not going to let him do it, because he's going to represent us.
It ended up exposing him, though.
Right, and what I also would do, Mike, is I would teach him better. Forget the crime aspect. On a legitimate tip, man, listen, son, you ain't got to do that if that's what you did, because I don't even know. I can't. First of all, I can't even say he did it, because I'm not saying that. The man is accused of a crime, and you got to fight it.
Yeah.
But me personally, there's always ways to talk to somebody. If you're in a bad contract, I'm going to go see him as your pops, and I'm going to have a good talk with this man. I don't care who you are. Listen, man, your contract ain't, you're extorting whatever.
I think they was looking further. Right. I think in that rap game, unfortunately, you damn near gotta die to get a contract.
Yeah,
it's damn near.
The contracts are terrible.
They are, and they don't even say it in the meeting, but in the writing, it's like that. And I think these young guys, they in a competition to that. And a person like you, if you could tell them, these young dudes, that y'all doing it backwards, like you got, if you don't have a juvenile record and you didn't start off like that, you can't get rich and grown.
That's right.
And go back to that.
You can't.
You didn't get it.
That's right.
It ain't your life.
That's a fact.
And you're not a career criminal.
Yeah.
You're a nigga that got some money.
Yeah.
And you wanted to, And I'm
gonna tell you something. Now, I don't have a son. I got one daughter, right? But I'm going to always give my kids some solid advice. Now, they can go on their own and do what they want to do.
Yeah.
But I damn sure ain't going to go with them. You know what I'm saying? So, because because
That ain't right.
Right. In other words, I feel bad because that kid. I wanted to interview him. Somebody told me, "Yo, Prince, I think you can get an interview with him," and I should have did it because I'd have had a good talk with that kid. Like I'm talking to you now.
Yeah, you could have.
Because remember, I'm interviewing you, but in reality, man, I'm learning from you. You learning from me. We going through
knowledge.
our experiences.
We dropping jewels,
yeah, man.
Boy.
This is
when they see that shit, they gonna pick their little nuggets out of it.
Exactly. But I was trying to say that Gucci Man and got so far. He's almost like, in his mind, he's a law-abiding citizen now. I think in his mind, he ain't even thinking about no street stuff. He's so far removed from the street, other than the raps that he put out about anybody snitching, this and that, because he was against all that stuff, right?
But if a nigga has a history, if a nigga know that you've been in the streets once or twice,
yep,
they gonna hold it against you.
They gonna hold it against you, man.
You can't never be no law-abiding nigga.
You can't. Yeah,
nigga
ain't no such thing.
Hey, y'all, nigga, you dipped in the pie before, nigga.
Yeah,
you know.
Too late to change now. And if you also spitting lyrics like that,
yeah, you already in.
You in. You can't even make nobody believe
that.
But in you gotta remember, people got wives and kids and family and
people change.
People change, man. And it just it's hard for people. I know a lot of people won't do a year in jail, man.
I understand.
And they won't do 5 years. They definitely ain't gonna want to face the death penalty.
Right.
And so now you a fool to me.
You faced the death penalty before?
They was going to give me the death penalty, but they took it off the table.
A life shot at
Preem faced the death penalty, but he beat that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that street life ain't nothing like it was before. But even then, what I'm just saying is that's something people better think hard about, because a lot of these kids getting caught.
They don't know.
You know what they doing, Mike?
What's that?
Getting in that precinct, and right away they telling. Why even do the crime if you ain't gonna do the time? So don't even do the crime.
They made it normal.
Yeah.
It's normalized.
Yeah.
And it don't have no. They caught a dude in my hometown, and he said, I want to tell all on everybody, and they said, well, come on with it, and he started telling on the people, and they said the feds stopped and said, wait a minute now. Them are the people that told on you, nigga. You can't.
That ain't enough.
You can't retell on them, motherfucker. Now,
yeah.
You can't say these are the niggas that told.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? When dudes go to them prophet sessions, right?
They call it prophet sessions.
They call it prophet sessions, where dudes go to the prophet sessions, and what happens is they want to tell on the people that told on them, but the government's smart. Say, nigga, we ain't giving you no deal, because all you telling us is what they tell us that you said about they beat you to the punch, my man.
Yeah, you can't they beat you to the punch.
They beat you to the punch. But anyway.
That's good shit, man. You got to make your movie.
Yeah.
I want to read the book.
I got you, man.
Come on with it, man.
Matter of fact, yeah.
I got Akbar Pray too, man.
Akbar Pray, good dude, man.
Solid old man.
Solid dude.
He told me, feel that muscle right there. That nigga was solid. He said, yeah, I did push-ups. Yeah. I'm still doing my push-ups.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet a dude named Red Dillard?
Red Dillard.
He was from Harlem.
The name sound familiar, but I never
Red Dillard,
yeah.
He was a Harlem dude.
I want to ask you about Friday. Was that the first movie that made people see your acting skills, you think?
No, I did a movie with Vin Diesel.
Okay.
Called Strays.
Strays, okay.
I did a movie with Vin Diesel. And I did a movie role called you remember the TV show Sopranos?
Yeah.
I did a movie role in that. In Jersey back in the day. And I thought I was gonna do a regular role, and the dude, he was like, can you play a gay dude? I said, I know how to talk like my mama. If that's what you want me to do. Nigga, I ain't had no money. I was broke. I said, hell yeah. Because I was secure with myself. And I wouldn't know, you know what I mean? Like you see Tracy Morgan when he played that role in that movie. We all know Tracy ain't gay. But he played the shit out of the role. You know what I'm saying? I had a dude ask me the other day.
He ain't gay at all.
No. But I had a dude ask me the other day, man, how you feel about dudes that play gay role? I said, well, there's some people out here that's living it for real.
Yeah.
They ain't acting in the motherfucker. you wouldn't even know they was that like that.
That's right.
Them niggas got wives and kids.
And boys.
You hear me?
That's right.
You said boys, like that boy pussy. But I'm telling some real shit, because black men are so homophobic and so crazy about that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's some motherfuckers out here that ain't acting at all.
Yeah.
You would never know that shit.
That's a fact.
So the niggas that are sitting there acting in the movie, you can't, you know what I'm saying, nigga, that's all acting.
Yeah.
I played killers in the movie, all kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, my cousin definitely ain't that.
That's well, I'm just saying.
But you right though. You right what you saying though.
Yeah, that's art.
Yeah, that's art.
Nigga, we ordered the Richard Pryor wore dress. I'm not saying none of it is cool.
Yeah.
Because some people have different feelings about that.
Yeah.
Especially black people. That's the first thing. Niggas love to play on that.
Yeah.
They gonna hit you with the gay shit. They gonna hit you with the snitch. That's a black man. Them is his tools he used on another black man.
That's true.
If you want a nigga to kill you, call him one of them.
That's right. You call one of them and it's on.
It's on.
And I'm gonna tell you something. And the difference, I'm gonna tell you what it is too. Nowadays they got fake paperwork. That's why when I was speaking about people be putting fake paperwork out on people. And that ain't right. When I speak about paperwork,
that's the AI.
Right. When I speak about paperwork, I'm talking about real paperwork. If I ever said something about that, I've seen it.
Can you tell the difference between real?
I know the difference between real and fake.
Because it got
all
seals
day.
and stamps on it, right?
Right. Stuff on papers that ain't real paperwork ain't paperwork. A lot of people fake people out.
And
like
that AI is a bad motherfucker
AI
too.
is dangerous, man.
Because a nigga showed me some shit and said, man, I got your record right here. That motherfucker had on there that I had all kind of stuff. I said, I ain't never been to jail for that.
But I'm going to tell you something.
But he was like, I got a lot of stuff on everybody. I said, okay, well, the next time you send me this, nigga, you send me yours too. And not only you send me yours, motherfucker, send me the police report on my shit.
And I'm going to tell you something else. Nowadays, you know, if a dude say you something you ain't, you can sue them. You can sue them for everything they got.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So if you really think if something ain't
true, it ain't never happened to me, but I can tell niggas is.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, if I look like goddamn a gorilla Medilla, you wouldn't know nothing, nigga. You just judge niggas. I'm a nice looking nigga.
Yeah. You know. I want to ask you the difference. I'm gonna change the topic to something because I know the time is ticking, and I want to make sure that I get a few questions with you about major productions and independent films.
Yeah.
You've done both.
Yeah.
Major independent films and major productions.
Yeah.
Is there any difference to you on the business aspect? Forget just the fact that you might get paid differently, but is there any difference that you can teach younger people about that, doing films independently? Because a lot of people might do a film independently as opposed to doing it a major production. Nowadays, people doing independent films on their own.
Right.
Preem did an independent film with Crime Partners.
Right.
But do you know anything about the back doors to those two things of how they what's the difference in the productions?
Yeah, I could tell you this. An independent, all of it's a gamble. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Anything in the studio world or the independent world, it's all shooting dice. You throwing the craps up on the table because ain't no guarantee none of that shit's gonna work. But in the independent world, that's you betting on yourself. You know, and the only way to get that done is you got to get people that believe in you. If a motherfucker believe in you, if somebody believe in you, and you got an idea, and they got the money, and they believe in you, that's the independent world. If you win off of it, you can write your own check. You see what I'm saying?
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
If you win off of being independent, like Tyler Perry, all them dudes betted on themselves. When nobody else will bet on them. Because this business is Johnny come lately. Motherfuckers, when you successful, they all show up. You like, oh,
but in the beginning, nobody backs you.
No.
So you got to back
I've been
yourself.
standing here forever, huh?
Yeah, you got to back yourself.
You got to back yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's just building your own audience. That's why Hollywood can never fuck with me, because I always had my own audience. I had my own audience, so you can't blackball me because black people fuck with me. They my people. And see, that's what happens in that business. Like, you know how like they doing Kevin Hart and all that. Soon as they see that the black people, the core people don't fuck with you no more, it's over. Because they only liked you because they liked you. That's the only way they come around. Damn,
deep.
What's that, man? That's nice what you got. They like it because the people like it. You lose the core audience, they gone too. You know, so I tell the young comics, young people all the time, and make sure you loyal to your audience. Make sure you keep serving them. Don't ever leave them people, because they going to be there when the other people done with your ass. And that's real talk. It was basically telling kids that, you know, find out what your true purpose is. That all this other shit that you think you are and you tried, none of that is real. Make sure you find your real true purpose in life, and then you'll enjoy life. Because there's a lot of people around here don't know what the fuck they supposed to be or who they are, and it destroyed them. You know. So and that's what I said. Once I found my purpose, Gerald, and that was to be a comedian, I didn't want to be no street nigga.
Damn right.
I tell kids, street niggas don't want to be street niggas. Go up to a street nigga and ask him. He nigga gonna say, man, I don't want to do that shit.
Damn right.
This
That's
is,
a fact.
I didn't ask for this shit.
Yes.
You didn't ask for that shit, Gerald.
Nah.
Then you could tell that who you are. Me meeting you could have been a doctor, anything.
Yeah. No, I really wanted to be in life, man.
What?
I always wanted to be a lawyer. I used to watch Perry Mason.
Oh, you cold. You could do it.
I was bad with the law. You know what I'm saying? I put all my emotions together, gave them to the lawyers. They made it better. But I always wanted to be a lawyer, man.
Wow.
I really did. I always wanted to be a lawyer.
Did that help
man.
you when you got in the system?
Did it. Ain't no question. It helped. Still helped.
Mean with that law book, huh?
Love that law.
Stayed in the library.
Yeah, man. But I always wanted to be a lawyer, man. But,
see, I got a buddy right now.
You making me think about the past, so I'm talking to you, man.
Because people want to know that shit. Yeah. And listen to this. I got a buddy right now. He started becoming a Morse. You know the sovereign citizen thing? Man, and this man broke down so much shit to me. And at the end of him breaking it down, you know what I realized? I said, the way they have the world society set up with their rules, they don't give a fuck if you tell them the truth.
They don't, man.
It's like, nigga, I don't care that you, guess what, you right, but nigga, you going to jail. That's how they treat us. No matter how much we learn, they like, you right. They'll tell you that, you right. We are wrong, but you going to jail. That's how this shit is set up. Because my buddy had them motherfuckers, oh man, this nigga had shit set up. Man, that nigga almost tricked me. He had me almost not paying my bills, my taxes. But I seen Wesley Snipes and Chris Tucker. I said, dog, nigga, I ain't gonna go to jail for not paying my motherfucking taxes. Because they was examples. That's how Wesley Snipes went to jail. Some nigga got up under him and was hitting him with that sovereign citizen shit and telling him what he don't have to have. And you ain't no motherfucking citizen here and you ain't got to pay your tax. Man, that shit sounded so good. One of my partners almost had me.
Yeah, they was running that around in prison like crazy. A lot of people started really going for it and believing it.
They did.
Sovereign citizen stuff.
Yeah.
And they was trying to use that to get around in cases. It just wasn't.
But it's the truth.
Like that, you know what I'm saying?
But the white man, that nigga, you can't tell me the truth, nigga. This is my system. Even if you come and tell me, look, you wrong, he gonna say you right, nigga. You better get back over there in that box.
Yeah.
That's how they play us, man.
Yeah.
But man, when we gonna do the movie, man?
Man, I'm putting things together. I've been writing. I've been speaking to people, and
did you ever write a book?
Yeah, I got one book, but I got another one I'm writing as well. I've been busy, man.
That shit you was telling me about from your childhood to the.
You know what I learned? You know what I learned, Mike?
Huh?
It's just when it comes, I got stuff written up already. The whole Supreme Team joint. It's bigger than that. It's really Once Upon a Time in Queens, if you really want to know the truth. Because the way I got it written up, I speak about things that's so gangster and then things that's so real.
Oh, they was waiting on that.
It's going to be official. It's going to be official.
They waiting on
if
that.
the right person, I get behind me on it. You feel me?
Waiting on it
and whatnot. So, and I'm definitely ain't going to telegraph. Because I don't want nobody stopping it, like you said. People
can't nobody
blocking.
tell that story.
Nah,
not out of there.
No, not the way I could.
That motherfucker got
nuance,
rappers in it.
It got rap. It got
crooked cops.
It got the rap
the
game.
Mob.
It got the rap game from its inception. It got music.
The mob.
It got all that. The mob,
We got
because
everything in
me
that
and John knew each other from Rikers Island, for real. You know what I'm saying?
You seen him in Rikers
Rikers
Island?
Island. Me and John Gotti was on Rikers Island Hospital together. That's where they was putting people with high profile cases, right?
Yeah.
They put us on Rikers Island Hospital, right? They brought John on the same range as me.
Did you like
John,
black people?
He liked it. Me and him was cool. John Gotti was next to me. No, he was in the middle.
Yeah.
I was here. He was in the middle. Christopher Jughead Williams was there.
Jughead.
Right? It was the fat cat in them.
Them niggas had
he was
names.
one of the few that stood up. And then they had Delroy Uzi Edwards next to him.
Delroy
right?
Uzi Edwards.
We were all on the same place in Rikers Island Hospital. Then the authorities got upset and they came and snatched John Gotti off of the range we was on.
Yeah.
And tried to put him on the other side, which was PC. And we said, John, they trying to put you on that PC. He said, well, they're gonna have hell out of me. And John got his lawyers involved, and they made sure they quickly took him out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't, he wasn't going for that. So they end up moving him somewhere else.
John,
you know what I'm saying?
Gotti.
But they
He
didn't
was
want
funny.
him.
He
They
was
didn't want
cool,
him
huh?
around us, man. I don't know why they did it like that.
Yeah.
It was like 3-4 blacks and then John
They
Gotti.
didn't want him around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then he was with me in 11 North in USP. No, not USP. In MCC
What
New
was he
York.
like? He was funny, man.
He was good people, man. He was regular,
was
man.
funny as hell.
He was regular.
Talk shit.
Yeah, he talked shit. He had his people. He had his people. They, everybody ate good. We all ate good.
Work on
His
him,
cell,
huh?
I was in a cell with Nicky Barnes' nephew, who was a stand-up guy named Mike Mellon. Me and
Yeah.
Mike Mellon was cellies.
Yeah, I heard of Mike.
Right.
Yeah.
Mike
I heard
was
of
Mike was a gangster.
Yeah, I heard
I
of
was
Mike.
a cellie.
Yeah.
Me and John Gotti and another Italian that was solid named Mike DeSantis were cellies on the other side. And we all had respect and relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They handled their people, we handled our people. It was
And y'all
beautiful.
from New York.
We was all from New York. It was beautiful. Later on, I seen Mike DeSantis at USP Allenwood, and he used to run the track. Mike went home. Mike did a gentleman's bid. He was solid. He ran 20 laps or so, and I used to watch him run. I ran with him one time. I couldn't keep up because he's like a machine. He was able to go like 25, 30 laps.
All day.
All day. Good, solid Italian dude, man.
Runner.
And we all liked each other. We never
Yeah.
had no problems, man. And it was
Did you see
efficient.
Gorgeous Vinny in there?
Fat Vinny?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinny was there too.
Yeah, I met his
Yeah.
son one time,
Yeah,
man.
Vinny was there.
I didn't know who he was. His son
Vic
told me.
Musso, Vic Arena. It's so many Italians that was there, man. And
Yeah.
when you in prison, man, I got along with them guys, man. I liked them. There's some other ones. I got to go see one of them. A friend. I haven't seen him yet. I got to go see him. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And then
That's amazing, man, because we only read
Did
about
time
that
with Skinny
shit.
Joey Molina as well.
Seen
You know what
it.
I'm saying? Yeah.
I did comedy in that diner
Yeah.
on Guy Brewer.
Yeah.
Where the dude got killed in the back room. I didn't even know. Them motherfuckers booked me in there for a show.
Yeah.
They said, man, that's where the motherfucker got killed. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm in there motherfucker doing comedy. You remember that diner?
Yeah. I know
That
diner.
famous diner with John Gotti ate at?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I got along with them guys good. In fact, actually, man, it was a good moment. You know what I'm saying?
But you didn't know them on the street, huh?
I didn't know them. I didn't know them on the street. You know what I'm saying?
Did you used to see them?
I went over to the Ozone Park. I mean, not Ozone Park.
Ozone Park.
Where they at, rather? That's your Ozone Park. I think.
Yeah, it's Ozone
and
Park.
to eat over there a lot, and I
Yeah.
seen them in the joints over there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And whatnot. We only had it was one altercation later on, but not with them. It was
Yeah.
somewhere else with me and my co-defendant and them over a phone one time.
Say Queens was fun, man, wasn't it?
Queen
man?
was fun, man.
Growing
Queen was
up?
fun, yeah.
Nigga, I couldn't
yeah.
wait to talk to you.
Yeah.
And nigga, I could talk to
Yeah.
you. Oh, I'm talking about nigga, you the truth, nigga.
Yeah,
That's
hey,
all
hey,
I got
you
to
know-
say.
you know what I- you know what- you know
I
what, bro?
respect you from here to
Look,
the end of
Hey,
time.
look, real talk, man. Talking to you is like talking to a brother, man, like a real brother,
Yeah, you
man.
too, man.
And like,
I
a
love
lot
you,
of people
boy.
look, a lot of people go everywhere else and give an interview, but give me an interview, man, because guess what?
Yeah.
It's gonna be good, you're gonna be relaxed,
They
you're gonna
gonna
be
love this
comfortable.
motherfucker.
And guess what else, man?
What's that?
it ain't nothing wrong with doing it. Because guess what? You're going to learn something.
That's right. I learned a million things today.
It's been a pleasure, man, for real.
Thank you,
All right?
Gerald. Respect,
no question,
honor
bro.
to you, man.
Remember, y'all, move with purpose, speak with confidence, and never play checkers in the game of chess. Peace.